everybody! It's your friends here at Slices and Dices, and we have come back to the inimitable and remarkable world of Magi-Knights. Knights. I don't know why. I just like to echo myself sometimes, but I think sometimes it calls for it. Magi-Knights, I think, is a very unique setting, and we have arranged some very unique players, some of whom have been to this world, some of whom who are new in playing in this wonderful playground we call Magi-Knights, and I am proud to introduce you to each one of them. Let's start with just the players, right? Let's do introduction players. We'll do characters in a second, but let's go counterclockwise. Let's go up from where I am to Patrick Marin. Please introduce yourself and tell everybody where you can be found upon the internets.
Hi, I'm Pat Marin. I'm here sometimes, and then I'm not sometimes. I'm on once a month, maybe twice a month rotation right now with Slices and Dices. But you can also see me interacting with Matt and Megan over with Cast Party because nerding is ubiquitous and there are no boundaries. I am a dungeon master and player, and all about raconteur, as I was called the other day.
Ooh.
So you will see my face and silly voices doing all sorts of things with the terrible dice rolls.
Thank you, Patrick. Raconteur. I like it. I may call you that in a private company. All right, moving to the left of where Patrick is, we've got Vanessa. Vanessa, tell us about yourself and where can you be found on the internet, please?
Hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm really excited to play this game for the first time with this awesome crew. I am found on the internet mostly here. Last week we got to play another game called Legends of Akaroth. That was really awesome.
It was so fun.
Yeah, and so I'm really looking forward to tonight.
Amazing. And let's move to the left. That is Megan. Megan, where can you be found on the internet, please?
Oh, hey, I'm Fennel. Wait, no, wrong game. So just had to bring it back one more time just for Matt. But I'm Megan. You can find me on Instagram mainly at Megan Lynn App and on our lovely channel in the aforementioned Legends of Akaroth, where I played Fennel. You can find me as Louisa and occasionally Vera in Ravenloft Domains of Dread. And most recently with Cast Party, I was in the Expanse podcast, and it was a lot of fun. Fingers crossed.
Heck yeah. Thank you, Megan.
Yeah.
And finally, someone who needs no introduction, but I will do it nonetheless. And that is our a mistress of the arts here at Slices and Dices. Yes, I'm going to embarrass you because goddamn, Maeve, I'm gonna speak about you for a second, and then you can then tell everybody the absolute truth. Number one, Maeve is an amazing artist. She came to us a little bit back when we were starting some other games and showcased her art. And since that time, she has been, I will say, the artist in residence here at Slices and Dices, if only for the reason that her art has always gained so much amazing presence with every year that she stays with us, and skill, and you just see like an amazing growth of her overall ability, which you can see here as she has been so kind enough to gift us with number one, the great cover art that you probably saw either here watching it on YouTube, or if we watched it on Twitch for a little bit, you saw the great cover art with all of the main characters, as well as all of the tokens for the main characters. So thank you, Maeve. Thank you, Maeve. And keep on keeping on with the awesome art that we will more than gladly ask you for. Over to you. Tell us where you can be found on the internet.
Thanks, Matt. Well, I'm Maeve. You can find me in a number of places. As Megan said earlier, Ravenloft Domains of Dread is tomorrow. You can find me playing Gymnastria.
Yeah, we've got 2 nights in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can find me playing Gymnastria and or Jennifer during that game. I will also be playing in Return to Terra over on Dark Domains, where I'm doing art for them as well. Ryan has decided he wants character tokens, and I have done some sketches, and they'll be displayed. But aside from that, Matt is correct. I do art, and you can find my art in a lot of games, including Ravenloft, including Aliens, soon to be other places? Question mark. But yeah, I don't post my art very often, but I've been doing a little better at doing art more often. So that's all I have.
Cool. Thank you so much, guys. Let's get into it. We've waited long enough. It's been a hell of a long time since we have visited the world of Magi-Knights, which really kind of centers around, at least as far as I'm aware, it centers around one big old city called Lapis City. A little bit of a preamble about Magi-Knights if you've never seen any of our shows or never played the game. Which is made by the amazing creators who are here in our Twitch chat tonight, and that is Derek and Kira. So, some golf claps for Derek and Kira, because they're awesome, and they have helped us so much with making this game so much a part of us that we just adore it so much and love playing it. So, thank you very much, folks, for creating the game and for giving it to so many people so that they can make their own games as well. I've been in contact with them about this particular game for a while, so I hope you guys like what I've done with it. I hope that Kira and Derek do as well. That is enough. I think it is time to jump in to a time perhaps a little bit earlier than what we find ourselves now in the year of our ostensible Lord 2026. We're talking like 1990. We had a question about this, like what year exactly was it? I think this is like 1997, something like that, maybe.
Diddle-a-doo,
Yeah,
diddle-a-doo,
let's diddly-do.
diddle-a-doo, diddle-a-doo, diddle-a-doo.
Let's diddly-do to that time. Well, that sounded naughty.
Titanic is on the horizon, and then it will not be on the horizon anymore.
For real.
So,
1997. Things are still very grungy, as far as I know, in terms of like fashion. Things are very obviously pre-internet, pre-cell phones, pre a lot of the stuff that we take for granted nowadays in our world of 2020, whatever you want to call it. A lot of very sort of cultural milestones have occurred, and probably at this point in time, those of us who remember them would consider ourselves relatively old, if we remember them with fondness. But I prefer to think of myself as just like Patrick would call a cask of brandy or whiskey, just really fine and aged to perfection.
All out.
Yeah, Patrick's
Thank you,
thinking on that one.
time.
He's like, nah, man, you're just fucking old. It's fine.
No, listen, I'll save the dissertation on whiskey casks for another podcast.
So yeah, 1997. In
We
the
can go with
city-
expensive. How about that?
Sure, I am. You better believe I'm an expensive bitch. Yeah, 100%. 1997 in Lapis City, the fictional city known as Lapis, and here you can see the beautiful city map that you can find in the book Magi-Knights Awakening, and it is expansive. It's got a lot to it. There's a lot of locations that you can go to within Lapis City. The main location, however, that we find ourselves in at the beginning of our story is the small but reputable school known as Frost Peak Academy. On a spring morning, not like a horrible, freezing cold, snow-filled winter apocalypse that we find ourselves in currently, but no, a spring morning where 4 junior high schoolers are finding their way to school. That's where we begin our story. Let's give you guys a little bit of music. Here we go. Our camera focuses in on the day that 4 children are finding their way in through their morning rituals and to school. The camera floats through the amazing sort of neo-deco streets of Lapis City and centers in on a young woman on a rather stylish 1960s era-esque Vespa scooter with a trail of cloth behind her about 7 or 8 feet, just whipping in the wind. And that is where we see our first of 4 characters, and that is Maeve. Take it away.
Oh, right. So, my name is Veronica Ashcroft. I'm not originally from this city, but that's okay. I'm running a little late. Probably snacking on some toast on the way there. Slam on the brakes at one point. Hit the horn. Go around someone. Stop for an old woman trying to cross the road. Help her. And then on my way again I go. I'm running fashionably late. Not too late. Right on time for me, specifically. Because I arrive exactly when I need to.
And there's Veronica. On her Vespa, a little peace sign with that rather colorful scarf flipping around her. I like her hair. Her hair's pretty dope.
Thanks. I dyed my hair for it.
Good on you. Good job, man.
Nice.
Okay. So we're then going to sort of crossfade to another scene. This, I think, is probably... Well, I don't exactly know how this one would start. Maybe it's like under a bridge. Like under a... Sorry, Megan. But it's like under a
No,
bridge,
it's
moss
like,
hanging
ooh,
off the
where
bridge.
are we
Right?
going?
Exactly, yeah. This is a bridge, like a bridge near, maybe a small waterway. And there, sort of like, you see gravel sort of being slowly kicked into this small stream of water. And we pan up, and we see a young woman dressed in dark clothing with a hood over her head. It's still relatively early morning. The birds are sort of chirping in the trees, and she looks up at them with a look of, well, I don't know. How does she look at these birds, Megan? And what's her name?
She looks up at the birds resentfully, because how dare anyone be happy in the morning? Why? Just God, why? This is Samantha McDermott, but if you must use her name, just call her Sam. It's fine. Ugh. Life is just the worst. And she's about to have to go to school, where she's going to have to put on her happy smiley face to be a part of the dance squad. But let's be serious. That almost never happens. But her her split kick is amazing. So, you know what? She can get away with it. But it's fine, but I guess she'll be on her way to school. Whatevs.
Cool. All right. And then we crossfade again as she walks away into sort of away from the forested area to the more sort of commercial and residential parts of Lapis City. And we crossfade to a pristine sort of suburban area with white picket fences and sort of a beautiful roof with sort of extremely well-crafted shingles. And the door flies open. Running out the door is another young woman, same ages as Samantha and Veronica. She's got a huge bag in her, the strap to her chest. And she is sort of like hurriedly running down the street. And as we follow her, she's and things sort of fall out of her bag and onto the street. She stops, she pivots, spins, and then grabs these things off the street and hurriedly looks around, puts them back into her bag, and we focus in on the third of our 4 characters, and that is Vanessa.
Amber has this canvas tote. It's always full of something interesting, whether it's magazine, horoscopes or some costumes that she's working on for the school plays or for her part-time job at the Witch's Wardrobe. She's tripping over her Doc Martens as she rushes to school because there's always something that catches her attention last minute. She's a little daydreamy, but she's gonna be where she needs to be.
Amazing. And so we as she picks up her stuff, puts it in the bag, and begins to race down the block to hopefully catch the city bus to school. We fade from that scene, and then we pick up on an area of the city that's a little bit sort of maybe more downtrodden than the other three. The houses are a little shabbier. The houses are probably not as well kept. There's a literal train track next to the fourth of our main characters, who is walking alongside of it with his hands inside a sizable jacket. And you realize, actually, after a moment of looking at this guy, that it's not the jacket that actually seems to be puffy and enormously sized, but this individual who is just buff as fuck. And it pans up to his face. His face is sort of this, maybe a little bit of a scowl on it. And Patrick, who is this character?
Yeah, so this is Christopher Lunison. Sandy-haired. It's out of place and messy, but not in an unfashionable way. It is obnoxiously perfect in the way that only the youthful can pull off. Like, really just irritating to those of us who have life in our life. Wrinkles in our lives. He is coming out of what can only be described as the fanciest motel that clearly sports kids stay in when they're in other towns. And is full on absolutely like Reebok from head to toe, like running wear. He's got a darker colored, we can't call them wife beaters anymore. What are they? Muscle shirts without sleeves. And is sort of running while carrying the school gear and this, what is very clearly football gear, over his shoulder as he's sort of trying to keep pace underneath the train, being like, oh shit. And is like trying to like pick and roll his way past the crowds as everyone is going more towards the hotel and the sort of waterfront section. And he is booking it towards school and like desperately trying to look at his very simple, oh God, what was that brand of watch? Like the it's like, is it,
Swatch?
it might be a, no, it's
Swatch.
like it was like a G, like a G-Shock.
Casio? Oh,
Casio?
Yeah,
G-Shock.
Casio, thank you.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was like a Casio or like a 90s G-Shock.
Dial in 1997.
Designed to take hits. And it's just that old sort of digital number flashing across it as he's trying to keep up with time to get ahead for class.
Amazing.
But pulling it off with just enough sweat to look obnoxious because of the muscles and absolutely calm of breath while doing so.
Fantastic. So, I am now going to ask the four of you, as we fade from that scene, to a very bucolic and let's call it forthright-looking exterior of a school that, if we had remembered what our previous iteration of Magi-Knights looked like, it would look the exact same, because this is indeed the same school. This is Frost Peak Academy. It is a private school. It is a very, very well-regarded school. The children there are uniformed, and they are taught pretty, I would say, pretty close to the best you can probably get. There are, of course, advantages to going to Frost Peak versus your standard public school system, but that's not to say that other schools are not as good as Frost Peak. There is some rivalry between Frost Peak and some other schools in Lapis City. We'll get to that in a bit, but Frost Peak is pretty darn close to where you want to be if you want to go to one of the best schools out there. So these kids are pretty good, at least for what they are in use to that particular school, shall we say. That school, however, is, if I'm going to ping it on the map, right here where the number 1 is. Does anybody want to tell us any of the sort of misadventures that they get into on the way to Frostpeak Academy? Anyone?
I was gonna say, at 7:57, he shows up just in time to not get yelled at.
Just okay.
Throws on the jacket over and is like, "What? This legal to wear?" The tie is like half askew. It's more of a he's got it planned within seconds. There's no shenanigans because it's a straight line.
Got it.
Sam is obviously doing her makeup on the way to school, in that way that she's got like the compact out and is like kind of like walking, and the second somebody like jostles her, she's like, "Hey, what the oh, actually, oh yeah." And then she makes her other eye look exactly like in the same messy way that that jostle just did, like for her mind, like a miracle for. And then right before she gets to school, she digs around in her bag and finds these like really dark round sunglasses that she puts on to just make sure at a glance that everyone knows just how much she does not care about being here.
Okay. Veronica or
probably
Amber?
like- Yeah, absolutely. I'd say probably like a block before I'm getting to the academy, I cut through like a construction, like a road that's kind of blocked off on the Vespa to try to save a little bit of time. Sort of narrowly avoid someone who's like moving a couch. And I just like, sorry, and pull into school, same as Chris. Just a couple minutes before the bell's about to go, park the Vespa, take my helmet off, leave it there, grab the box of leftover pizza that I bring every day to school, and then run over to Chris and be like, "Hey, get your favorite," and go inside with him.
Okay. Now, besides, sorry, no, please, of course, Amber. How could I forget? Jeez,
Amber,
what's wrong with you?
so
Amber, please, go ahead.
Amber, as she passes the park, she meets up with her friend Jade, and they always walk to school every morning when they can. And Jade drags her along so she gets there a little bit earlier than she would have otherwise, because she would have been caught window shopping probably.
What does Jade look like? Like, just from my own information, what does Jade look like?
Yeah, Jade.
Like, if you could cast Jade in a late '90s TV show reference, who would you?
Same age. I guess I don't know. She kind of looks like the girl who played Lana in the Superman
Gilmore
show.
Girls. Oh no! Wait, what am I talking about? What am I thinking about? Wait.
Oh yeah, or like the Gilmore Girls. I don't know. She's got shiny black hair, like in a blunt bob, and she has like really on point eyeliner. And she's a Leo, and so she's very dramatic and fashionable, and she talks a lot, and Amber is more on the quiet side. They make a good pair.
I can see this in my mind's eye, and I adore it. Cool. So I think that you all have come, with whatever coats or jackets that you have on that in this sort of early spring time frame. You're able to doff them and put them in your bags, and underneath, of course, you have your Frostpeak Academy uniforms, which are bland but serviceable. They are usually gray over jackets with white shirts. These gray jackets have the badge of Frostpeak Academy emblazoned on their left lapel, and either skirts to the knee or pants for the gentleman. This is a private school, after all. But each of
Sam's
you
skirt
being...
is definitely 4 inches above the knee.
I knew it.
But she has tied a flannel around her waist that goes down to her knee.
Perfect.
So she's basically like, "Come at me, bro."
Absolute cinema. I love it. Each of you, as Sam has certainly explained, have ways of making these particular modifications to your uniforms that showcase your individuality, whether it be a tear here or the way that you're particular uniforms are hanging, or maybe the lack of an individual element of it, like who gives a shit about ties, that kind of thing. Maybe it'll get you in trouble with one of the more strict teachers, but you've got to express your individuality. I mean, after all, you are juniors. Life is opening up for you. Senior year is ahead, and the stress of junior year is slowly but surely siphoning away through the spring. You've taken your particular college admissions tests, whatever those particular tests have been. At least the stress is over with, and you can work your way through the rest of the spring into the inevitable summertime, what will most likely be the best summer of your high school life. So, it comes as a very sort of strange feeling when the four of you look at each other for what is certainly not the first time, and in a way, sort of acknowledge each other. I would like you each to tell me where on your person you may have a special object that may indicate your particular affinity with one another and what that looks like. Don't all go at once. It's going to kill me.
So Sam's are definitely the glasses that she has taken out of her pocket. They're, like I said, just like the late 90s, just round lens sunglasses. But when she looks at these three, it's almost like you can see tiny little devil horns grow on each side of the glasses. But when you look back, they look totally normal.
Cool.
And so Sam just kind of like pulls the glasses down, gives the wink, and then shoves them back up.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll go.
Go ahead.
So, Chris, you can see just underneath the cuffs of his school jacket, there's a little bit of these sage green sweatbands. And if you ever got a chance to look, although he's usually standing with his arms crossed in the back of the room because he's taller than a lot of the other kids, there's actually a bulge right where you'd normally be able to stick stuff in the wristband, where two gemstones seem to sit fairly heavily if one were ever to stop him and look more carefully. And those are just peeking out just at the edge of the wrist.
Great. Who's next?
I'll go.
Okay.
You can go.
Okay, so Amber's holding her tote, and on her middle finger she has a mood ring that, when these folks look at it, it shines to transform into a crystalline signet ring with a glowing amber gem.
Cool, cool, cool.
But is there a mosquito inside? No? Okay.
And finally,
Well, Veronica, unfortunately, I tried my darndest to get to wear my scarf at school. Didn't go over well. So I have a pendant, like a silver inlaid pendant with some gemstones in it, and in the center there's this emerald green sort of wispy wind pendant that just kind of goes around my neck, and I have weaved some colorful strings like around it for the actual. I can't think of the word. The chain. That's
a chain. Yep. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I like that. Super. So these are, from your perspective, you know what these are. From maybe our audience's perspective, they may not. And we might as well inform our audiences that these four are not just your standard average, more than average high school students.
What?
They are Magi-Knights, as befits the title of this particular episode.
But Matthew, what's the Magi-Knight?
What's the Magi-Knight?
It's a
Good
great question. Chris.
Great question. What is a Magi-Knight? A Magi-Knight is let's just call them what they are. At their very basic concept, they are a fucking superhero. They are defenders of the weak and hunters of forces from outside our universe. That's right, folks. We're going deep eldritch with this goddamn place, right? These forces from outside of our dimension, as we will maybe see, seeing these guys are not just hunting people who are, random criminals here in Lapis City, are a member of a group of extra-dimensional forces called the Invading Evil. I wish I had like a thing that I could just push that would just like echo my voice.
Evil.
Yes, the Invading Evil. They are creatures of pure darkness, and they want nothing but the destruction of our universe, or perhaps even to take it over. The motives of the Invading Evil are, to be perfectly honest, not well known.
Very evil.
They're very evil, and they're very invading. That's all we have to say about that. Right?
Mhm.
They, for the most part, send creatures to our universe that we would consider to be called, well, just sort of weird creatures from another world. They have been called by someone who I'm going to introduce in a second, called spectral outsiders from the plane of elsewhere. Yes, giving names to things gives them power to some degree. So
We
I
don't
think,
talk about them.
yeah, so we should just not talk about them. There you go. Take it away from them.
Yeah.
But one creature who you were all four introduced to is not a member of the Invading Evil, but is certainly
he's
not
bad.
human.
The invading cuteness.
Not by
Ooh.
a long shot. And I think I'm going to take a vote from the four of y'all. I'm going to take a vote. No, this is not the vote that you think it is, Patrick. Because I've got a mechanic for that. The
Oh, it's
vote.
not the voice table.
I have a random table of voices that this particular individual may in fact have that we're going to introduce during this game. No, the vote I'm going to ask the four of you is this. We may get chat involved in this as well, but we'll see. I would like to find out whether or not we should do the of how you got those beauteous crystalline ornaments. Now or later?
Later.
Later? Okay, I got one later.
Have like a flashback sequence.
Yeah. It could be at
So
any
we're
point
thinking-
during the game.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. Flashback. Okay. You guys can
not?
decide at what point time stops and you have that
Oh.
flashback. I'm leaving that in
I love
your hands. My hands are off when that happens. Matt, I want to do a flashback. Bam! Let's do it. Especially when
All
it's
right.
poignant.
Mhm.
So nobody will know how you got those wonderful toys. Thank you, Patrick.
Yeah, of course.
Where does it get those wonderful toys? The one thing that you do note as the four of you sort of lock eyes with each other is that you know each other well enough. You may not necessarily run in the same social circles. You may not necessarily have the same friends. You may not even necessarily like each other. But what you do know is that each of you were handpicked at a point in your lives that we will discuss and discern later for the very reason of becoming a Magi-Knight and helping to defend this world against those that would seek its destruction.
Evil.
No pressure. It's cool. It's only like pressure of life as a high schooler plus the pressure of being a superhero and defending the world. You're fine. You're cool, right? Right?
Whatevs.
Exactly. Part of the mechanics of this game are learning to deal with stress. And we're not talking about like alien RPG stress that it's going to send you into a panic, but stress as a member of the human race, right?
The Emmy that still lives inside of me just started sweating.
I'm so
And I'm
sorry,
like,
Megan.
Girl, no. Like, just having flashbacks.
The very customized character sheets that run to some degree off of a D20 system that come with this game have a lot of different resources and potential diminutions of those resources based on what kind of things happen in this game. So you may find, as you are listening to us or watching us, talk about certain things and certain skills and certain resources that are definitely not Dungeons and Dragons, but they follow the same kind of pattern in that they're all based on the same 6 ability scores that are shared with Dungeons and Dragons, which are Strength, Dexterity, Constitution, Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma. All of these 4 characters, as well as all of the NPCs, follow the same path. There are skills, however, that are not necessarily needed in this world that are from Dungeons and Dragons, and we will discount them, but put others in. So I may call, for example, for one of these characters to roll a STEM check as a skill, or what's a good one, guys, on your character sheet? What's a good
Purity is
a
always the one
purity
that.
roll?
Yeah, that I'm
Exactly.
always like, what?
Or a
That
leadership
final,
role.
you're not.
That's true. Why would you have to roll purity roll? It's just a fail every time. The other skills that are are very linked to your characters are self-explanatory. Another thing that I'm going to talk about very quickly, and then we're going to get into the actual play of it, is that this kind of a game requires, because we have a sort of dichotomy of the 2 different, shall we say, alter egos of your student life and your superhero / Magi-Knight life, you need 2 character sheets. You need one character sheet for your normal life and one character sheet for your not so normal life. And so these character sheets are created in such fashion. And I love that about this game. At a certain point, people will transform from their, just like they did in the old Sailor Moon and or Power Rangers, from their high schooler persona to their Magi-Knight persona. And so they will be calling out during that time their catchphrase in a very 90s-esque fashion. And I want you guys to do it just like we did in our first Magi-Knights adventure, as corny and as 90s as possible. We're just taking, we are taking the
Right,
brakes
sir.
off of this train. I want you guys to pull a good old when you do it, okay? Pull a That's what I'm going to call it. That's my phrase. Yeah, my phrase
Never
is pull,
calling it that.
pull it a Okay. So, here we go. Are we ready? I think we're ready.
We're about as ready as we're gonna be, Matt.
Okay, let me give you guys a little music as you arrive at Frost Peak Academy. I'm going to move you guys to a map of Frost Peak Academy. Could you all move your little tokens to Frost Peak, please?
Please.
Please.
Absolutely.
Veronica, Sam,
I'm a little far away, but that's okay.
y'all have come
I
to
gotta-
Frost Peak. You've made it.
Sam's running
Sam
left
has to take 3 buses.
Sam,
get there.
come on, Sam. Get with
That's
the
why
program.
she's grumpy all the time.
God, you would be too if you had to take all of these buses. My
Okay, but
God.
Which of the bus lines do you hate the most?
Have you ever just
The
considered like
X,
moving?
Obviously. Oh yeah, because
Why
when
don't
I
you
live
just,
with
like,
my
live closer to
grandparents, I can
school?
just move. Like,
Well, they're adults. They've got money, right? They can get another place.
yeah, I'll mention that at the next family dinner. It's fine.
Family dinners. You're so traditional.
I
We
think
know-
I just lost like 3 points of street cred from you saying that. Oh God.
We know who are maybe better friends than others just from that one interaction. Here we go. Let's get it started. You guys are all ready. It's the onset of morning, which means that you are ready for your classes. Now, as we've gone through in the past and as we're going to go through now, you all have a class schedule. Oh God, if this is giving anybody flashbacks to actual high school, I do apologize. I don't want to give anybody
It's gonna happen.
PTSD, but this is going to be necessary. In order for you to understand how these folks work, we have to show them the school schedule. So here is our school week schedule. I'm going to show this and then I'm going to
Ready.
bring it on up. You guys should have the school week schedule handout, and I'm just going to see if I can blow it up to like 200 and something percent and
Enhance.
enhance. So here we go, folks. With it,
1997, I got to think Minority Report. So-
Minority
Hands.
Report was 02.
Jesus,
it?
was it really?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
97 is like GoldenEye. You got to go further back.
GoldenEye.
Oh,
Oh my God.
96 was GoldenEye.
Oh, we're in the Pierce Brosnan era.
Yes.
97, we are pre-Batman and Robin.
Oh wow.
No, that is the summer of Batman
Yeah.
and Robin.
We're not there yet. We're
Minority
not
Report
at
came out
summer
in
yet.
2002.
Oh,
We're
are
getting
we in January?
We're
Okay.
in spring. No, he said spring semester.
So yes, spring semester. So
I'm excited to go see Batman and Robin this summer.
maybe
because
you
it
are.
can't be
In fact,
bad.
the latest Joel
Are we gonna-
Schumacher romp. Yay, good for him. Yes, very colorful,
Kilmer.
very very
Nicole
Val
Kidman's
Kilmer.
So hot.
Yes, the essence of Batman. So much color. Wow.
Nothing says Batman
So
like
much
the words
shade.
Pat Hinkle.
Pat Hinkle. Gosh darn.
May he rest in peace. I
God
miss
bless.
that Commissioner Gordon.
best
It
Commissioner
was
Gordon.
So camp.
So your school phases, as shown here, consist of your AM school phase, a lunch break, your PM school phase, and then after that is free time, which is essentially the end of your school day, right? Your free time between 3:30 p.m. and 6:30 p.m., which is usually around dinner time for most high schoolers. And then once, if you wish to have it, after 6:30 p.m. begins a phase called investigation phase, where you investigate the ne'er-do-well doings of the invading evil and the spectral outsiders. If you in fact find anything within your investigation phase that you wish to patrol the streets to find these baddies, you will enter patrol phase, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning. But everybody's got to sleep. And sleep phase is from 1 a.m. to 7 a.m., a modest 6 hours of sleep, assuming that there is no encounter during that sleep phase. But if in fact there was to be some kind of encounter whilst the four of you were sleeping, we would only have you guys sleeping from 3 a.m. till 7 a.m. Oh dear.
Whatever will we do?
Whatever will we do? But suffice it
Caffeine.
to say, it is just the first school phase. 7:25 a.m., you all arrive and are summarily surprised by quite an interesting thing, that when you arrive, you expect to go directly into class. I'm going to bring you guys to a map of Frost Peak Academy. Yeah. Yeah, the first floor of Frost Peak Academy.
Oh.
There you go.
Ew.
Get a map this
We
time.
get an actual
You do.
map.
You get a map of your school. And what a map it is, folks. What a map.
Right.
You are all ushered alongside all of the other students within Frost Peak Academy wearing the ubiquitous uniforms of Frost Peak to the auditorium. We were all asked to sit.
No.
Yes.
It's not a pep rally because obviously I would have known about it, but it's an assembly.
Wouldn't a pep rally be in the gym?
A pep rally would be in the gym.
It depends.
Today, however,
Sometimes they like us to just do kicks.
Sorry, that got me for some reason I don't know why.
Because we've all seen the Rockettes. We know.
So as you start your Wednesday morning in the brisk, cold air of a spring day and enter through into the school and into the assembly room, you are all able, if you wish, of course, to communicate to each other. You could sit with each other. You could not sit with each other in the auditorium, but you are also able to communicate with each other as a mechanic with your long-range communicators. This can take whatever shape you want. It could be, as simple as a Dick Tracy watch kind of thing, or it can be like literally a giant ass megaphone-esque phone that you can like put onto your ear and use it that way. But in whatever way you desire, in whatever fashion you desire, these long-range communicators are enabling you to communicate with each other throughout Lapis City throughout the day.
Amazing.
Now, assembly changes things quite a bit. For some, better. For some, not so much. It does, however, have a distinct impact on what you'll be doing in your classes for the rest of the day, because it changes the difficulty of the checks that you will be making as a student to a simple DC of 10,
Ooh, okay.
which is a great thing for you not so bright kids out there. You will be very much not challenged at much at all. But for this phase, you'll just need to relax and enjoy the assembly. The head of the school steps up and says, "We have a very special guest. I hope that you will all welcome him in." The music of Frost Peak Academy sort of dulls to a modicum of noise. And a balding gentleman, a very thin gentleman with a sort of a pince-nez glasses, steps up to the podium. He's wearing a green shirt and dark pants. And he looks like... Second.
We know who he is.
He looks like this. And he has two things in his hand. And he has a very sort of weird look on his face, a very sort of troubled look on his face. He flips over a poster board, chalkboard behind him. And on this poster board are several pieces of paper, posters, you might call them. One that says, "Just say no."
No.
One that says, "Drugs
Do
are
your
bad."
mom.
Not that they're...
And a couple of them that have sort of, shall we say, more explicit pictures of what happens to you when said eggs may be fried in a pan, which says above it, "This is your brain on drugs."
Your brain on drugs. Yep. Mm-hmm.
This is, of course, Mr. Nacky.
Oh no!
There he is.
Oh
You've
boy.
done-
Oh boy.
Oh,
You've
sir.
done...
How much
Bro, did you
heroin
just-
did you do to look like this?
Mr. Nacky, with a
That's
very
a
sort of
very
worried look
thin
on his
neck.
face, says,
What
"Okay,
stress
everybody.
have we put him under to put his widow's peak at such extremity?
Okay, everybody,
Wow,
just settle down. Okay?
literally redefines heart-shaped face.
Everybody, just settle
Like-
down, okay? Yo, just settle down, settle down. Of course, he has this
What am I
very...
supposed to say? Yeah to drugs? Yeah.
Okay, you can keep your comments to yourself. I've got a very important speech. I want to make sure everybody hears it, okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. Sure.
Thank you very much for your time. Hello, if you do not know my name is Mr. Nacky. Today...
Mr. Nappy,
No,
is that what you
excuse
said?
me, Missy. We'll keep our questions towards the end, okay? Thank you.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Mr. Nerky?
Okay.
Yep, that's my name, Mr. Nacky. He points to his little name tag. It says Nacky.
That's a drug counselor.
Yep, that's correct. Sorry, I guess I put the wrong name tag on this morning. All right, that's fine. We'll fix it later. Today we're going to talk about choices. And we're not talking about the choices like pepperoni or cheese pizza, okay? Not the kind of choices like homework now or homework later, okay? Talk about the kind of
Later.
choices that shape your future, okay? You see these? And he holds up in one hand a bottle of pills, and he points to them and he says, "These may look harmless and small,
Did you bring drugs to school?
even helpful." Shakes the bottle of pills, and sometimes under the right doctor's supervision, they are, okay. But outside of
Can
that,
we see what the name of the drug
Yeah,
is?
these actually drugs.
Yeah.
Sir, this is a drug-free campus.
you're raising
Veronica!
your hand, and the teachers are just like giving you withering glares, like, shh, shh. This is not
Oh,
your...
the jock section is brutal, and I am surrounded by dudes who are all way less filtered than I am.
Oh, look at this.
It is
So you brought drugs to
the
school.
worst
We
murder.
have gotten a raid from Single Step Gaming. Hey guys,
Oh, nice.
welcome in.
Yay!
Thank you for the
Hey,
raid.
guys.
You're
A
just in
teacher
time.
brought drugs to
For
school.
meeting Mr. Nerky.
You are just it's Naki, okay? Yeah. He continues on with his speech after you receive several withering glares from a variety of different faculty members.
Mr. Nark, did you bring enough for the rest of the students?
Mr.
'Cause it
Naki,
seems
my
like
name is
really
Mr.
selfish.
Naki, okay?
Yeah,
Okay?
it goes puff puff pass, man.
Listen, I don't need the commentary from the peanut gallery, okay? I don't like what you're doing here. You're derailing my whole speech, okay? Speaking of which, drugs can derail your focus. Drugs can cloud your judgment. Drugs can turn your potential into regret. Okay. And this, and he lifts a bag with some kind of green plant material inside. Well, some people tell you that marijuana is no big deal. Okay. They'll
Not how you
say
pronounce that.
marijuana is natural, that everyone's doing marijuana. But let me tell you something important.
Everyone?
Not everyone is doing marijuana. Okay.
Isn't there like a new drug called Adderall that just came
I
out,
don't
like,
need
last
to hear
year?
about you purveying other kinds of
Emmy
materials,
absolutely on
please,
Adderall.
Missy. Just take it easy, okay? So, just remember, natural doesn't necessarily mean safe, okay? Because like poison ivy is natural, right? Volcanoes
Is
are
that what that
natural.
rash is?
We can talk about your rashes later, Miss. We'll have a little bit of a talk. Yeah, okay.
I mean, I
Yeah.
can see it. It's
Just-
like creeping up though.
Just listen.
Anyway.
Drugs, they don't make you cooler. Okay, they don't make you stronger. They don't make you interesting. But you know what does? Passion, talent, hard work, friendships built on. I'm sorry, what? Yes, exactly. I thought. Friendships built on trust. Okay, not peer pressure. Okay, if someone tells you need to do drugs to relax, to fit in, to cope, yeah, that's not strength. That's dependence. Okay, and dependence steals your freedom. Real confidence, so he looks around the room, is being able to say, he puts his hands out like he's pushing a wall. He says, "No thanks. I'm good." Everyone say it with me. No.
Yes, please.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah.
It can be fun.
As you begin to rib him, you get a very nasty look from your math teacher. You guys may recognize this individual, this math teacher, tall, very strong features, dark skin. This is, if you remember our last Magi-Knights game, this is Justice's dad.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Justice's dad is still, of course, a teacher at Frost Peak Academy. And Justice's dad crosses his arms and he says, very quietly to each one of you, he says, "If you want to pass my class, keep comments to yourself. Understand me?" Everybody in your particular section like thinks that they were being talked about, and so they're just like, and they just zip their lip. Okay, thank you, Mr. Justice's dad. I can't remember your last name. It's fine. Just letting you know, look around you.
Like Toussaint, right?
Toussaint, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. It is Justice Toussaint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Toussaint. Look around, y'all. Every one of you has potential. An athlete. He looks over at Christopher. An artist. He looks over at Amber. A scientist, maybe, looks over at Samantha. And a leader, he looks over at. Don't hand that future over to something that comes in a bottle or a bag. You deserve clarity. You deserve health. You deserve a future you can be proud of. Okay? So when the moment comes, and it might, sometime soon for some of you, stand tall. Make the right choice that protects your tomorrow. Okay? Because your future, points out into the class, is worth more than a temporary high. He steps back. The teachers begin to sort of like golf clap and look towards the audience. Several members of the high school sort of like look at each other like, I guess we're supposed to clap. And they start to clap along with him. Do you clap?
Is Justice's dad still looking at us?
Toussaint is, yeah, Mr. Toussaint is looking at you as he's clapping. He's like,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna clap then.
Sam does the thing where she makes it look like she's clapping, like but you can't, like, at a certain angle, you can see that her hands are missing each other. She's just like, yeah.
Amazing.
This
The most
is...
absolutely half-assed clapping, and then there's like 2 jocks to my side who are like the full stand-up Rudy clap.
Throwing him roses.
Amazing.
Doing a polite theater clap while the rest of the theater department tears around me.
Yes. So after
Yeah, let's
the
be serious. That's where the kids are getting the weed from.
Mr. Naki steps back. The head of the school says, "Well, I hope that you've all enjoyed our drug-free assembly. Please take these words of wisdom to heart. It's very important that we have students that we can all be proud of." Now, I know that you all are probably wondering what's after this assembly. We're going to break up into smaller groups and we can have discussion time. I'd like you all to break up into groups of 4 and discuss what you've learned. Amber, Christopher, Veronica, and Sam, your eyes immediately sort of fly to each other. And although you are maybe on other sides of the auditorium, I think that you all can sort of walk toward each other and either have a real discussion or just faux discuss what it is that you've heard.
These are bad, guys.
What? Sorry.
The drugs are bad. That's what he said.
Oh, just so
I'm like
everybody
looking over my-
knows, I made a great derailed your mom joke in my mind, but I didn't say it out loud. Okay, Veronica, we're
I
gonna
think you
we're
would
gonna
have
work
gotten
on.
attention if you had said that.
That
That's
would have
why
been
I
so much
didn't.
easier to sit through if we had the drugs.
Oh my god. Yeah. Does anybody? I mean, Amber,
Pizza.
Hmm?
theater department. Who's
Oh,
who's
I mean-
holding? You've got
right
him?
now.
Are you voting
No.
yourself?
Oh,
No.
okay. I was like,
Very right.
whoa, my respect
Don't let
level for
Justice's
you
dad
just
see you.
grew like, yeah, my respect level for you just grew like 8 levels. So, like,
Sharing
but that's
is caring.
amazing.
Puff, puff,
You
pass.
rank us by levels?
I don't think I
Wait.
should tell you here because the teachers are listening.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah.
Fair. We'll do
Yeah,
it.
this
We'll do it.
Make an
Is he still-
introduction.
No worry.
Is he still looking at us?
Mr. Toussaint has actually wandered around. He sort of his hands behind his back, very well coiffed, very well dressed to the nines, as a teacher of his caliber and tenure should be, of course. Just checking out, making sure people are actually discussing the appropriate topics and not just goofing around. Sort of checking in, putting his head into the
Yeah.
group, nodding
What-
appropriately, sort of snapping, that kind of stuff.
When it's closer, I'm absolutely gonna like emphasize how bad I think drugs are.
What do you say?
I think that was a splendid performance from that man that we've never met. I really liked his posters. The one that just say no with the pretty leaf behind it, and all those pills. Yeah, no, none of those for me. Thank you.
Maybe if my mom had said no, she would still
Oh my god! Jesus.
be with us.
Your mom is
Just whack her on the shoulder.
Wait,
Wow.
your mom is dead. Why didn't you tell me this?
No, you know my mom is dead. She says it through the communicator. Like, you know my mother is dead.
Wait, that's
And then I guess I'll take this opportunity to flashback.
Okay.
oh no.
As good a time as any.
Megan.
Bidadadoo, bidadadoo. Let's all do it together. Bidadadoo, bidadadoo, bidadadoo. What do we see? Hold on. I gotta put on some music for this. I don't know why, but I guess this is Sam's music. Go ahead, Sam.
We all get music.
Yes, you guys all have your own theme songs.
Nice.
Thank you.
You see snow-capped mountains. Beautiful. Think what we will see in the upcoming years of all of the beauty of New Zealand in Lord of the Rings, but we haven't seen it yet. But just you see just this beautiful, like, ethereal, snow-covered beauty. And you see a much younger, much different Sam. She's smiling. She's not wearing her glasses. Her reddish-brown hair is down, but, like, stuffed up under a cap. And you see both her mom and her dad, and they are having a snowball fight. Like, they are laughing and giggling, and at one point her mom, like, full on tackles her dad into the snow, and then Sam just comes up and like grabs like a huge pile of snow and just throws it on top of both of her parents. And then the next thing you know, like, her dad's got both her mom and Sam in this like big bear hug, and they're just rolling around in the snow. And everything is wonderful and great until you just hear what sounds like this ominous crack of thunder. And everyone stops and looks up at the sky, but it's totally clear blue. Like, there's no storm here. What's happening? And by the time they realize that the danger is actually coming down the mountain towards them in this form of an avalanche, it's too late. And the snow, even though she's got her dad's hand, her mom's arm is wrapped all the way around her, and they are bound. They are like just trying to stay together as best they can. One by one, she loses a grip on her dad's hand, and then her mom's arms just work their way from around her body as the snow just carries her further and further and further away until she is just buried. And Sam is just terrified. Doesn't know what to do, doesn't know which way is up, doesn't know which way is down. Until all of a sudden, out of the corner of her eye, she just sees... Is it a cat's tail? Is it a raccoon? But no, it's red. She doesn't quite understand what she's seeing. But all she knows is that something warm and small and furry has wrapped itself around like the trunk of her body and is keeping her warm in this mountain of snow.
Is that where you'd like to stop?
Sure.
Amazing.
I think that conveys the ideas.
I think it does. I like that
across.
idea quite a lot. No, that was beautiful. Thank you very much, Megan. Cool. And then we sort of diddly-do back to the present. And the four of you are sitting there, either with looks of shock or perhaps the beginnings of empathetic tears in your eyes, looking at Sam, having either remembered or and recanted that tale to you. So, it's up to you as to how you'd like to take.
Bring the mood down.
Yeah, exactly. It's up to you as how you would like to take
Well,
this
isn't it?
particular discuss. You probably realize not a whole lot of time left is left with the discussion groups.
I put a hand on Sam's shoulder, kind of for a moment, to, have a little bit of camaraderie there. And then I look around the room at like the other groups talking, and I was like, We've all seen the Just Say No commercials, right? So,
Yeah.
well, much freakier can you get
But
than
it's so
that?
much more fun to say yes. Right?
Okay,
Right, Mr.
well,
Toussaint? We say yes. Just say yes.
Mr. Toussaint, like
Actively
hearing his voice,
trying to
almost like
antagonize
like an eagle has spotted a mouse. He's just like his eyes just zoom in on you, Christopher. Even though he
I
probably
go in
didn't
for a high
hear.
five.
Yeah, you go in front. He just like
Just hold it.
he'll take your hand and sort of just move it down.
Oh, we left you hanging. Ouch.
That's all right. That's all right. That's okay.
I hope the four of you have
Christopher
had
sensitive.
a very informative discussion.
Mm.
Gonna
Mm-hmm.
run up to Sam and hug her really tight. Like,
Oh. So
I'm so sorry.
me too.
Mr. Toussaint, seeing this expression of empathy, sort of like sighs,
We say yes to talking about emotions, Mr. Toussaint.
and he walks
See,
away.
we say yes.
He walks
To
away.
emotions.
He says, "See you in math class later on." Just walks away. After about 5 minutes, the head of the school says, "Okay, folks, okay. I think that we've all had time to discuss our individual responses to Mr. Nacky's really amazing and enlightening speech. Thank you again, Mr. Nacky." Again, claps. The teachers,
Hands are
perhaps
tired.
perhaps a little bit less energetic this time. Again, a couple claps and that's it. Well, we've got, of course, the rest of the day to make sure that we're all appropriately handling our responsibilities. I want to thank all of you students for being part of the assembly. Lunch is going to start, she checks her watch, in about, I'd say 15 minutes or so that'll give you enough time to head down to the cafeteria for your lunch period, after which we will be, of course, starting the second part of our very busy school day this Wednesday. I thank you all for attending. Have a wonderful rest of the day. And she steps behind the curtain.
okay, so you want to talk to Jason.
Jason. Got it. Like,
No, it's Jason.
Sam immediately like pulls up her sleeve like way up and like Jason on her arm and then pulls her sleeve back down.
Okay. The students start filing out of the auditorium, and there's quite a lot of them. There's probably hundreds, 150 students or so. Maybe more. Come to think of it, I've never really actually
Maybe more.
discerned how many students are in Frostpeak Academy. But
How many
I
classes?
there's you guys take a look at the map. There's a lot of this is a 2-story building with multiple, like there's a giant cafeteria off to the northwest, 2 music
separate
rooms,
music
3
rooms. There are
music
three
rooms.
music
You're
rooms.
right, there's 3 fucking music rooms in this place.
Wow.
This is
Who
probably
really likes music.
There was like 900 kids here.
that I
Easily.
would
It's a
say
ceramics lab.
yes, and this is only the first floor. This is a very, very well kitted out school, folks. This has got a lot of good stuff.
All
Look
right,
how-
everyone. I want everyone to make note of the boiler room in case we need to utilize that.
Blow up the
for
school.
reasons.
That's what we do to help out.
They even have a graphic communications center in the
Yeah.
bottom of it. Look at that. I'm
And
gonna
a
zoom out for
pool.
our folks. They have a
Remember when it was
pool?
called the generic umbrella of graphic communications?
They have a-
computer.
Wait,
Computers are the
oh my god, they
future,
do.
students.
They have a pool, guys.
Yeah, they really do.
They do have a pool.
There's a
pool.
separate computer lab. There's a computer lab
Computer
here,
lab.
and then the graphic communications
Oh
is here.
my god, this school is like the ideal school.
Where are the actual classes?
The actual classes are actually on the second floor, which
They're
we will
upstairs.
get to after lunch.
They make you
what
do
are-
cardio to learn.
What are all these green rooms then?
Bathrooms.
Do they just? These are bathrooms?
Now up here,
Oh, the green.
Yeah.
Oh no, those aren't green. Those are like light blue. These are green.
Labeled, so I don't know what's in there.
Yeah, they're not labeled. I'm going to go ahead and say that those are, I don't know, storage rooms,
Those could be
Teacher offices?
classrooms.
Sure.
Or offices.
offices. Well, there are. I would say, yeah, they're not labeled, so who knows? Maybe that's where they keep the dead bodies. I don't know. That's
no, it's
fine.
got to be classrooms because there's no classrooms in this school right
The
now.
classrooms are on the second floor, sir. Second floor. You want me to move you to class, or you guys want to go to class already? You haven't even had lunch?
Can't help but notice
No.
there's not an elevator in the school.
That's right. There are stairs.
I didn't know we had a budget
What's
for this many
thing
maps.
that
now.
has the arrows up and down? Then is that not an elevator?
Oh, you're right. That is an elevator. That's for the people who can't
Right there.
take the stairs. There you go.
Oh, there is. Yeah, there is an elevator.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So there's
The
stairs
number of
here.
times the students go in, hit the button, and break the elevator so we can
God.
have private conversations.
That's why we
Fun
have
fact.
maintenance. Yep.
Fun fact: if you get a group of people together, go into an elevator and tell everyone at the same time, you can stall out the elevator and really freak out the only person that does not know that you were going to do that.
Were you that person?
I was the instigator of said prank, and it seemed funny, and it was funny.
I imagine
Truly.
Sam would do this as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Loot Bunny, who is the inimitable Kira, who's one of the people who have been instrumental to the success of Magi-Knights. The two-headed hydra between Kira and Derek says that there is a key, supposedly, for this map.
Ooh.
For that, she said I was right. They were classrooms.
They are classrooms. Did she say they were classrooms? Okay.
Thank you, Kira.
Thank you. Homage. The light blue rooms
Nice.
are classrooms. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Amazing. Classrooms. Yep. Oh, and Derek is there as well. Hello, Derek.
Yay!
All
Hey,
right.
Derek.
So
So it's
Hi,
that
friends.
the class sizes are smaller. That's what it is.
well, there
Yeah.
are more classes on the
Yeah.
second floor, but yeah, the class sizes should be smaller. I don't have very much experience with a variety of different educational contexts, but I do know that in general, private schools' class sizes are going to be smaller than public school class sizes.
True.
Even though the schools might be bigger or equally sized as a public school. Yes, Loot Bunny says, I will post the key to this map in Discord. Amazing. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Garrett. All right. So the assembly ends, you guys all file out, and you are following the trail of students, so to speak, to the cafeteria, which is over here. If you
But,
wish to bring
stop at my
yourselves to the
locker.
cafeteria. You
We
can
have
stop
lockers,
at your
right?
locker. Yeah, you guys can stop at your lockers. Absolutely.
Amazing. I need the pizza I brought. It's like, don't imagine I brought that to the assembly.
Wait, you have a pizza from like yesterday or was it a pizza from home?
Yeah.
Pizza from home.
Well, home technically. I live above a pizzeria, so
There we go. There's the piece of information that I did not know.
yeah. That's why I have the Vespa. The Vespa's for deliveries.
Oh my God! It all
But I
makes
also
sense.
use it to get myself from school because it's not really needed in the morning.
Gotcha. Okay, let me move you all to a new map. This is just a maybe a familiar scene with some not familiar faces, which I missed. I must unfortunately.
Oh my God, is Skunk Hair still here?
Well, we have to remove these individuals because this is from
No.
2 years ago, like the ghosts of Christmas past. They sort of like somehow appear and then
We look-
are summarily removed.
We look over and think we see Justice.
Yeah,
We've seen him a couple times before and he's so familiar because he looks like his dad.
He does look like his dad.
Yeah.
Maybe you do see someone who looks like Justice, and you see it turns the corner, and it's Mr. Toussaint, and he just sort of sits
Yeah.
down. You're like, oh.
Oh.
Okay. Let's.
Should we move ourselves to this map?
There's no reason. This is just a sort of a scenic map. There's no
That's fair.
need for tokens unless somebody gets into a fight, like they
In which
did
case-
2 years ago. Like they did 2 years ago here. It's a legendary
They had
school
it,
fight.
they had it
Fight.
coming.
They did those
They
bullies.
really did. It was one of our more successful fights.
It was.
I
I
think we hit
mean-
someone in the face with a lunch tray.
0 death ratio in that fight. So good on you.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys sit down to lunch. Let me give you guys
And only 40% of us died.
40%. Well, we got to increase it.
No.
Listen, we always have to raise the bar here on
5 of
Slices
us.
and Dices. let's let's go back to our standard sort of cool 90s music as you guys sit down to lunch. The tables are beginning to fill up. Of course, it's a much needed reprieve to a day fraught with all kinds of stresses and worries. But I would like you all to make your first roll of the night,
Boy.
which is
Amazing.
a specific kind of roll, which if you forget how to do it, it's on page 120 of the core rule book, and it's called Hey, I Remember You, or HIRU, Hiru roll. Hey, I remember you roll.
120?
Yes, page 120 of the core rule book.
I have the book because I could not find the digital document. And that's okay.
All right.
What'd you find?
So roll a D100.
Yes.
All right. Oh,
And
that's not on the
here's
character
your-
sheet. I gotta type. Oh my God, Amber!
Ooh.
Look at you. Less good.
Add? Oh, Christopher?
Oh, Christopher. Oh boy.
Okay.
It's not wearing a
Oh,
jersey. I
boy.
don't pay attention.
Yeah.
All right. So the D100 rolls that you all got, I see a 97, a 56, a 61, and a 4.
It's like golf, right?
Amazing.
And a 4. Those of you who
I think
got,
Amber's the only one that gets anything.
I think that's probably true. I think Amber does, I can't speak tonight, does get something more than your average result. Those of you who rolled a 56, 61, and 4, so that's Christopher, Veronica, and Sam, may have passed this kid in the hallway or sat behind them in that one class. Maybe, probably not. But Amber, you rolled a 97. You definitely know this student. And her name is Eliza. I'm going to give you a handout of what she looks like. Here's Eliza.
Oh,
This is
cutie.
Eliza Anderson.
She's really tall compared to everyone else.
I think this is just a perspective thing, Veronica. Sorry. Just the artist in you is just like, what the fuck is wrong with the perspective
10
of this
feet
art?
tall.
You're right, she is pretty fucking tall.
Hold on.
Stupid art.
The Rebel and Sam must know. The Rebel and Sam must know. Based on this picture, it seems that our blazers are somewhat see-through. Is that correct?
What? Where's that?
I mean,
Where's that? I do
it's
not see it.
probably
it.
just. It's probably just boob shadow, but
I think
could
it's boob
definitely-
shadow.
I feel like I can
It's
see a
supposed
bra.
to be shadow, but I'm also pretty sure this is Ion. So that's
I am not
probably why.
seeing it. Maybe this is wishful thinking. I don't know, but I do not see it. I see no nipples. So we're getting.
Oh no, I don't see nipples. I just see bra. So.
Oh well. Maybe I'm just not seeing it.
Where do I know Eliza from?
Where do you know Eliza from?
Vanessa's like, focus.
Yeah, you're like, stop looking at bras. Stop looking at titties, people, for God's sake. So
There's a time and a place.
indeed. First of all, the result of this 97 is that you are now able to gain 3 social points with Eliza, and you're going to learn 1 major detail and 1 minor detail about her. Let me just
Ooh.
give you a little bit of information. The minor detail that you know about Eliza is that Eliza is the oldest of 4 children and has always been rather loving of her family. Take a step. She is also the vice president of the yearbook club and is known
That's
for
not
being
her.
heartfelt and kind to other students, which makes her fairly popular with everyone that meets her. The major detail that you remember is that Eliza Anderson is dating an individual named Michael Holdman, who she's crazy about. Michael attends a different school. He attends Lapis City High, and he works as a janitor at the elementary school where her siblings attend. Eliza is also the only one in her family lucky enough to attend Frost Peak Academy due to receiving a golden ticket 2 years ago, which is essentially sort of a scholarship lottery ticket. So Eliza is very happily sort of walking amongst her friends, sitting down, having lunch, very cheerful, and you are all more than welcome to sit wherever you would like.
I'll say hi to her. And
All
sit
right.
At her table.
It's well worth mentioning that you guys don't like all lunchtime activities. You don't have to have lunch. You guys can do other things. You can relax and eat with friends, of course, but you can also do other things like last minute cram session or anything that you think would be appropriate in this time period. So did I hear, Amber, that you're going to sit with Eliza or your current group of Magi-Knights?
I'm just going to stop by her table
Okay.
and say hi to her before I sit down.
Oh, she looks up at you and she goes, "Oh, hey, Amber, how's it going?" Smiles up at you.
Hey, Eliza. That was an interesting meeting in the auditorium, huh?
Yeah. Amber, go ahead and make an insight skill check. That's a 10. I'll call that a success. She's smiling, she's laughing, she's sort of like, doing that sort of ooh-woo thing, like, and she's smiling. And all of her friends are kind of making smiles and laughs around her, like, ha ha, ha, yeah, ha. But you notice the difference between her smiling and laughing, and then the looks of the people around her, that they all have this sort of very guarded look of concern on their faces as well.
Okay. Well,
It was great to see you.
you too. I'll see you in your book.
Okay, bye.
Later.
Smiles. Veronica, Sam, Christopher, what are you guys doing during lunch?
Christopher is definitely having a cram session because he's usually so busy with sports shit, he does not study well.
Gotcha. Let me see if I can give you that option for the cram session. That is, last minute cram session. So,
Yep.
Which of your classes on a Wednesday, take a look at your class schedule. You have a 4th, 5th, or 6th period class. Which class would you like to reduce by 4 the DC?
Have we picked our classes yet?
Yes, I believe you have. I think they're in your handouts, if I'm not mistaken.
School week schedule. Are they, wait, which handout is my?
I think it's in there. Let me double check. Maybe it's not in there. Uh-oh. Let me check.
School week schedule.
It's page 10 of the quick reference.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It is page 10 of our quick reference, which we have as a handout.
Yes. I'm going to zoom in on that because I don't know off the top of my head.
No worries. You can decide on that whilst the other two make up their mind as to what they're doing. Totally fine. Veronica and Sam, what do you guys do?
Hello. I definitely want to get a snack. Just
All
like,
right.
nothing major. Maybe like some milk, something
Some
like
milk.
that. Like some chips, to go with my pizza.
All right.
I imagine I probably asked this before. Can I ask them to like heat up my pizza just a little bit?
The lunch lady behind the counter sort of gives you one of these death stares. Like, heat it up. You want it heated? And like, you just see her trembling with anger. And like, one of the other lunch staff is like, it's okay, Bertha. It's okay. Don't blow up like last time. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. And she just like, you just see like the anime face just like, like the red
yeah,
and like
I don't know.
just simmers down.
last night.
This problem would be totally solved if, I don't know, this school that has so much money would just buy a microwave for people who bring their lunch from home.
You say that, the lunch lady like screams at you like full bore. It's like, microwave food tastes awful and it destroys all the nutrients in the food. And there's like a deathly silence in the lunchroom.
Would
And
you
then-
prefer her to use the oven?
The lunchroom goes back to normal.
Okay.
I could use the oven, but I don't think I can go back there.
I'm assuming Sam and Veronica are relatively close, like on the lunch line. Right?
Probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm behind her. Just like
You're behind her online?
she
Okay.
does this. Yeah, she does this every day. Like, what's your damage, Heather? Like,
Heather and Heather.
Super duper Heathers. Heathers, when did Heathers come out? Like 1995?
Yeah, Heather's
Earlier
is
than
out
that. No,
Yeah.
it was earlier than that.
it was earlier. I think it was like
in the
90.
80s.
Oh my, no.
I was gonna say like
Was it
88.
It was an 80s
was 80s.
movie?
It was
oh my
a
God,
m-
you're right, it was.
89.
I mean, it was the Winona Ryder era.
89.
It was
Yeah.
89. I was off by 1 year.
Yes.
I keep thinking Heathers was like a relatively. This just shows my
No.
Mandela's
And I'm Veronica.
effect with all kinds. You are Veronica.
You are.
Yeah.
So you bring your food, if you want to call it that, back to the table. Sit down next to each other. Amber, maybe you rejoin Veronica and Sam at the table. I'm not up to you. Of course, you can sit wherever you'd like. This is a school where you can make your own choices.
I'm gonna angle us towards the theater kids with this hot tip about Jason, because what I want to do is I want to gossip.
You want to listen to some gossip? All right.
Yeah,
I was
wanna
gonna
listen
goss
to some-
too.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna hot goss together.
Some kind of hot goss.
it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I
First,
try to help Christopher with his studying while feeding him pizza.
okay.
Perfect.
Amazing. Yes. So much dairy. Like, the dairy quantities. Just intense dairies. I envy these children and their lactose rich environment.
Lactolerance.
We're not allowed to have soda in the school, Matt.
That's
so-
true. That's true. Okay. I will
Crushing
say
cartons of milk.
just double cartoning. I will say, speaking of cartons of milk.
The full anime.
Oh no, not
with the
again!
ramen bit.
Speaking of cartons of milk, you do notice as Veronica puts down the carton of milk that
I've
there
seen
is
it.
a picture on the back of this carton of milk as you place it down. I think it's pretty clear enough that the three of you at this table can see what it looks like and what it says. And here's what it does say, and
Oh no.
shows missing Jason Anderson
Saturday.
and Sarah Anderson. Last seen Saturday. The LCPD is asking for any information regarding their disappearance. Please call 555-KIDS.
So, let me make sure I understand this. They printed this in 2 days? A day?
Yeah, I mean,
And now it's in the school?
listen, the
Milk goes bad.
the
like,
municipality and the commercial institutions here in Lapis City are very, very on point, right? They make sure that the appropriate missives go out to schools as soon as possible.
I think a certain government might need to.
Also, I don't
take a
know if you
lesson from
remember
that.
this from. I don't know if you remember this from season 1, but we also got a lot of information.
You did.
Yep.
Milk
one.
cartons.
did,
So
yeah.
I'm beginning to think this is how they make sure that the childrens are well
Mhm.
informed.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, that's why there's no
Illuminati.
homeless problem and the streets are so clean. It's just all missing children.
I mean,
No!
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
As Derek has chimed in, it's taped over the carton.
Oh, amazing. Even better.
It's even worse!
It's like someone
Pictures
cut it
of-
out.
Put the pictures out.
Assembly
School
line.
office,
Someone cut it
like,
out of a
Xerox
newspaper
after
article and just like
Xerox.
slapped it onto the
it's
milk carton.
100%. It's a lunch lady with a cigarette still in her mouth, taping it onto every carton to be like, here's the latest one.
Yes,
Why
damn
is-
it.
Keep
I'm
disappearing.
supposed to be cooking hot dogs right now, but instead they got me doing.
Is this why our
Of course.
milk always tastes like nicotine?
Because it's the 90s, it has to be played by character actress Margot Martindale.
Yes! Oh my
Yes.
god!
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
Oh,
Oh
my
my God.
face.
This game makes me cry in like
Mm.
the best
It does.
ways.
So yes, that is what you see. Jason Anderson, Sarah Anderson. Their facial structure very similar, right? Different hair color, but very similar facial structure. Very same age. You would assume that they are most likely twins. Obviously fraternal, not identical twins.
I love that the number is called 555 kids.
Yep. Call
That's all.
1-800.
Easy to remember.
Was it 1-800-7 cash for kids?
85877.
867
Oh, no.
So, I do have a question.
Yes.
Can I recall if I've seen anything like this like throughout the city, like maybe like newspapers or like billboards or like?
Maybe, you know what? Let's give a roll. Let's see if you recall any of this to your recollection. I'm gonna say, give me. What's a good roll to make? Give me a suggestion of what skill you think may be appropriate for this.
Investigation?
Sure. Because there's no history per se within these character sheets. So I would say either investigation, or perception. Either one would be perfectly fine.
Okay, I'll do investigation.
15. Yeah, I think that you probably would have seen a couple of relatively newly plastered posters in various places around the city about these missing kids. Probably within the vicinity of Frost Peak Academy. I would say so.
They're really making these posters a lot,
I mean, I feel like it's an everyday occurrence.
It seems that way.
So, as you guys are discussing the milk carton, you're at the same time you're looking for hot goss. So you're going ahead and hot goss, yeah, 100%.
Did I hear that right?
I would say that if you wanted to, you could. I think that you probably are sort of listening around and you hear. Strangely enough, I guess maybe news travels fast, even though you are maybe only about 10 or 15 feet away from Eliza. You are able to discern that other kids are talking about her. And that it seems like people are not necessarily happy with how she's acting. Like they're a little uncomfortable about it.
She's happy?
She seems pretty happy, actually, yeah, and unaffected by anything. People are like, why is she acting like this? Doesn't she realize that her sister and her brother are missing? I mean, it's only been since Saturday. Why is she just like completely unfazed by it?
Yeah, she was pretty strange when I spoke with her. She's normally like really friendly and genuine, but I don't know. Everyone else seemed really like to be side-eyeing her at the lunch table.
Is she like actually happy, or is she just?
Is she masking her happiness?
What does our intuition say?
Exactly. What does our intuition say?
Well, you guys have insight. And I think that based on what you rolled, Amber, with that 10, you can see that the other people around her definitely are like a little wigged out about the fact that she is not acting, even in the slightest bit, remorseful or sad or even concerned about what's going on. Does anyone have proficiency in mysticism?
Yes.
You do, Amber. Interesting.
Go, Amber, go.
Does anyone else besides Amber have the mysticism proficiency? Does anyone besides her?
Big fat 0.
No? Okay.
In that skill.
I do not have proficiency, unfortunately.
All right. Amber, as you sort of stare across the gulf of space that is the lunchroom, and stare, and almost as if like the members of the student body just fade into sort of blank miasmas of faces and bodies, and you just focus wholly in on Eliza Anderson as she stands there amongst her friends, smiling and blithely laughing amongst them all. You are able to just feel like the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Something is very, very wrong. Just the way that she is acting, you look at your accessory on which the crystal is embedded. It does not seem to be lighting up, but you sort of like almost subconsciously move your hand over it a second. And you can tell just with your intuition and your connection to the arcane that Eliza is being affected by an influence outside of normal space. That she's being affected by something called that you don't really have a name for per se, but you call the Black Winds.
Ooh.
That is correct, yeah. Black winds
Uh,
are associated with the plane outside of your own. This plane outside of existence called elsewhere. And that the only folks who may be immune to the effects of the black winds are you four. Magi-Knights. So you can deliver that information to your compatriots how you'd like.
give a little shiver, and then I try to make eye contact with them very seriously, and I just tap my ring.
I'm gonna take out my communicator and I'm gonna start just like writing a sentence, but it's very strange the way I do it because I take out this weird pocket watch and like there's letters that go all the way around it, and I push the hand dials to each letter, and then it kind of clicks back in. It's like a rotary phone, but for
Oh
words.
my god, for 26 letters.
I'm really quick. It moves very fast back, but I'm very
You
quick with
make-
it. I'm very dexterous.
Your mind is gonna be blown when T9 texting comes out. Like,
And yeah, I could just say, you okay? What's up?
I get out my communicator, which is like a tiny little square, not like quite a sidekick, but precursor. And I'm just like, I think we should keep an eye on Eliza.
I think Sam I've decided hers is in this choker that she wears around her neck. So she just taps the jewel and is like in the choker and is basically like, you guys know we can talk, right? We don't have to type. But okay, yeah, let's talk to her after school. It's fine. Like, well, it's not fine. Her brother and sister are missing. Even I think that's rough.
Very exasperated sigh. I mean, it's not as fun. Talking
to
words,
other people's hot goss.
So you keep saying that, but I keep hearing hot gots, and I'm very confused.
Oh, do we have those here?
I mean, probably. Like, we're gonna look around the cafeteria for some hot gots.
I bet Sam knows some.
Hot goths.
Yes.
Yeah, Sam, could you introduce them to some hot goths,
definitely-
please?
Her name is what's a good goth name? Her name is Tiffany.
That's a goth name?
In the 90s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
It spins out of Theophania originally, right?
Oh my gosh, of course,
Actual
yes.
middle-aged name too.
Thank you,
Yes.
Patrick, for giving us the nomenclature of
Exactly.
every single known thing in the universe. Thank you.
That's a really
Fine,
big
I
word,
will-
Christopher.
Useless. But
I will
emotional.
introduce you to Taliesin. There we go.
There we go.
So,
Oh my god, a very young Would he
Nope,
be?
same age.
No, he
Same
would be the
age.
same age. That's
Same
correct.
age.
Yep, yep. Thanks,
Same
Tal.
age. Yeah.
The hair has changed. That's
Yep,
it.
100%. He's like,
think
I used to
they're
be in a
old to
movie
be
in the
here.
80s. Did you guys know that?
Sure.
That is so cool.
It hurts that I know that. It hurts that you.
It's called
know
Mr.
that.
Mom. It was a great movie.
It's true.
Everybody
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
It's great. Michael Keaton, you know Batman? Yeah,
Yep.
he was in it. It was great.
That was the biggest argument, is that Mr. Mom was cast as Batman in '87.
God damn it.
Yes.
How wrong they were.
Yes. It's wild. But
So
Right.
yes, Taliesin introduces himself to Veronica. He gives one of these. He's like, ah, my lady.
he might actually be a vampire. We're not quite sure. So just,
Okay.
just beware. Just maybe don't invite him in anywhere, if you know what I mean.
Into where?
Oh, all right. Well,
I'm gonna say,
You know what?
into
I
my
don't-
wristbands. Can you guys be quiet? I'm trying to study over here.
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
we're gonna
sorry.
jump cut to you in a second, Christopher.
I just wanted
Oh,
to.
oh, sorry. Did you want more pizza?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay. So I got pepperoni or bacon.
I got another
on-
slice with
in-
some pepperoni on it.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, and if
What's
you got
garlic?
mushrooms, that'll work too. Mushrooms,
Yeah,
please.
sure.
Okay.
Note to self: Christopher likes mushrooms.
So I try. So yeah, I'm gonna avert my gaze from Taliesin and his bowing, and I'm gonna feed Christopher pizza.
Okay.
It's very much like I have taken up 2 chairs and I'm just sort of like shoulder to shoulder while trying to be like, what's this word mean? Well, I'm trying to read the script of whatever. Oh, I chose fine arts, by the way.
Fine arts. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, I feel like he's tried eating pizza and also reading, but it just doesn't work because the pages get all greasy and nasty, and it's
Oh, the
pissed off a
library
lot of
doesn't
teachers.
care. I can
They
give the
do
books back
care.
with grease stains. What are you
They
talking about?
They
The
absolutely.
library gives us the books. We give them back. They didn't say what condition.
The same condition you left them in.
A book, right? Yeah, here it is. Do you want to hand it back to them? And I close it with the greasy fingers.
My God.
do all of the pages still open?
I
Because
hope
that's the line. I feel like all of the
Okay.
pages still have to open.
so. Okay, you don't understand. The last time I brought back books for you, I had to pay for them. It took me like a month to pay for them.
I put a hand on her shoulder and say, but you were already going to the library. You were just doing me a favor. It was 2 trips instead of 1 trip instead of 2.
I guess.
Thank
Why are
you.
you paying for anything for him? He's like here on that super special like sport thing.
Because I brought them back, and the library was just, they were really
That's
mad
why
at
I
me.
need the library. The scholarship doesn't give me money to play with. I just don't have any money. It's all for the sports stuff. I still
Okay,
gotta do the art.
Veronica, I'm about to change your life.
Yes,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
After hours book drop. Boom.
Yeah, but that's responsible, and I can come back.
Wait, you're saying I
Sam
can
just
just throw the book
dies.
in a drawer after school?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, listen, I have to go back
Look on my past.
most days to deliver pizza. Like, I don't have time to come back here. Like, 2 days a week now.
As
Doing that.
as this
But, like,
conversation.
what if I threw $1 for tip on top of the pizza that I buy so that you drop it on your way back? Because it's already on the way back.
I mean, your coach usually tips me when I bring the pizzas for your game and your other players, but
Yeah, he's pretty good about it.
he's pretty
great.
good about it.
this
You like
character
a 20% tip, right?
this character
that-
development is absolutely stunning. Like it's
Potential.
absolutely it's oh my God, my heart is racing with the dramatic
$8
gravitas of the moment.
It's the jock nerd pairing that you never make sense of, but it's always there in
It
some
always
social
is.
circles.
It always is. It always is.
Yeah.
As you are all discussing your random pizza fetishes, the
Not a fetish, that's
table-
weird. Don't talk about sex.
well,
I have a purity roll.
drugs are bad. Okay, the table
Fuck the
stands.
pizza.
Yet.
God damn it. Welcome back to Matt's Only Feed, everybody.
Oh my God.
Oh, you thought I forgot about that?
No. Don't
I didn't
mention.
know
We
that,
don't.
and I
We
didn't
don't
need
talk
to.
about that. We don't talk about that on this channel. No, sir. I abjure you in the name of whatever. Here we go.
Counterspell.
Eliza and her
Oh,
friends stand up and sort of work their way across the lunchroom, passing in front of your table. Eliza grabbing her books in a loving fashion, smiling. I can't believe that's so funny. Where are you guys headed? Oh, I don't know. Okay, well, I'll see you guys later. I'm just gonna grab a cookie for later. Okay, bye. And they sort of separate from Eliza, walk about 5 or 6 feet from them, giving the most saccharine of smiles. And as soon as they're out of earshot of Eliza, and certainly of her view, they turn and just immediately sort of like turn in on themselves, as students are often like to do, and just, I can't believe, what is wrong? I don't get it. She's not there. And they begin to walk down the hallway to 4th period. Amber, you knowing what you know, Sam and Veronica, having been told by Amber and Chris, you maybe aware, not necessarily like keen in on it. What do you guys want to do?
We should. I don't know. Like, I don't want to get involved in other people's business because. But I don't like it when people tell me what I like to be doing. So, Christopher, you're going to be uninvited to my Grams's house for dinner this week if you don't watch it. So,
Grandma loves me. I'm just going to show up.
I know she loves you. That's not. Anyway, I'm going to act like I have some power.
Okay.
So,
Deal.
should we go talk to her? And should it be now? Because I know that answer is going to be yes, but should it be now or should it be after school?
You better hurry. She's about to get that cookie.
I hold up the library book covered in
Wow.
grease stains and just say, studying.
Okay, so after.
After school.
Oh, we should talk to her. Good idea.
You should talk to her.
I feel like it was your idea, truly, but thank you.
Also, Amber, what classes are you going to after lunch?
Don't we all have the same
You
class?
all do have the same class. At 4th
Yeah,
period,
they-
you're
they-
all
Right.
all set for fine art. 4th period.
Oh, fine arts.
Oh,
Okay.
Favorite.
that's fine. Sorry, I get a little topsy-turvy sometimes.
Oh, do I need to roll for
Well,
that
that-
cram session, Matt?
No, you don't. You simply just you use your, instead of de-stressing, which is what you would probably
Right.
do during lunch and all that jazz. You spend your time cramming for what you can only assume to be the most artistic endeavor of your life. I don't even know what the hell is going to happen in fine art that you had to cram for, but
The
I mean,
words are going to come out, and they might be in the
Okay,
right order.
Listen, if you're gonna do fine art, go wash your hands first.
I mean,
that-
maybe.
that is true. Fine art doesn't necessarily have to be like a painting class, right? It could be some other expression of fine art. It could be art in performance arts, right? It could be dance class or theater or
I look upon this kingdom, sweet England. Forsooth, I see that.
No, Christopher. It's T-tum, 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 T-tum. Remember,
Doesn't
Also,
say
it's
T-tum.
that's
this
a,
England.
that's a
This
trochee.
England.
That's a trochee.
It says this England, not T-tum.
This
Why would I
England.
say
The last
that?
time you
England,
did
right?
theater,
Guys, it's
You
hard
had
to
us-
play a -1 intelligence character for me.
don't you
So
remember the
good.
last time you didn't
I
wash your
understand.
hands? You had that skull, and it slipped out of your greasy fingers, and it shattered over the stage.
Oh my God.
He's still missing a tooth.
But that's
I'm not-
why I was harassing poor Yorick.
Because he was.
It made sense at the time.
Yep.
Yeah, but you weren't supposed to
Yeah.
trumpet.
Alas, poor. Oops.
But then the emotions were real. That's what you said I'm supposed
You
to do in
turned
class.
Yorick into Morik.
What is a Morik?
I don't even.
He was in a million pieces.
That's
Yeah.
amore.
The
That's
props department wasn't
amore.
happy about that.
Oh, I hate Christopher so much.
Oh, this is the best. This is the best character that you have ever played, Patrick. I'm going
Thank you.
to wreathe him in garlands by the end of this season. Wreathe him.
Because he's
Gosh.
dead.
But they smell. They smell like Axe body spray.
Indeed.
No. Wait,
Axe.
when the-
Was Axe
Mhm.
around in
They
the
play those
90s?
I don't think it was out.
commercials
No, it would have been
before
Old
the
Spice then.
movie.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Definitely Old
Reed's in
Spice.
Old Spice.
This
No, I'm pretty sure Axe was out in like 97.
this episode of Slices and Dice's Magi-Knights
find out.
Awakening definitely not sponsored by
1995.
Axe Body Spray.
Brought to
Yeah,
you by
exactly.
product placement.
Didn't they
It's
have
how we
those
I was like-
reference past.
commercials?
Product placement.
Yeah, I was like, believe me when I say that was the smell of my teenhood, and I remember to the like spray aisle of Target and just like subtly spraying Axe body spray and being like, oh,
So
Boom.
it launched in France.
and then like moving on with my life.
Oh, goody, a cookie! And she picks up a rather sizable chocolate chip cookie. I love cookies. Num 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 num. I think I'm gonna go to my class.
Does
Starts
she
to
left
walk
cookies
across the
enough
room.
to get 2 cookies?
She does
Wait,
not
she didn't
choose
pay
a
for that.
She didn't pay for it? Oh shit. The lunch lady comes out with her.
Sam slaps her hand over Veronica's mouth and whispers in her ear, "Narc," and it's all like she said she meant
Drugs are
that
bad and
one over there.
Mr. Narc.
Mr. Nerky.
Mr. Narky. Yep, that's him, Mr. Narky.
Just Mr. Narc. Just call him Mr. Narc. I promise you it'll go better.
So, Amber, you, I think, like we mentioned before, I think you're the most attuned into. Although you cannot see them, you can certainly almost like feel them like a cold breeze blowing back your hair. That the black winds of elsewhere are just sort of wreathing and encircling this girl.
Bastion.
She's in
Just
trouble.
have- I did have a question, yes. My element is air. Does that help me sense anything?
I'm going to say no, because the black
Okay.
winds of elsewhere are not natural elements. They
I
are
see.
very unnatural. They are from a different dimension entirely. It is only Amber's keen insight
Mystical
and
sense.
connection to the mystical senses that she's able to discern this automatically.
I see.
Mhm. Many hours spent meditating to the lava lamp.
Yes.
Those things are really cool.
So what, if anything, do you want to do before our friend walks back to her class? Did you guys want to wait, or do you want to engage her now?
Let's see if she'll meet up with us after school.
Yeah, we could go to the arcade.
Yeah.
Sure.
Off I go to class, as she almost announces
Eliza.
to the audience.
She does tend to narrate.
She does,
Um,
absolutely.
She's narrating an awful lot.
Eliza,
Oh,
did you want to hang out after school? We were thinking about going to the arcade.
oh. Yeah, I guess so. I have to meet Michael after PE. He and I are we're maybe we're gonna go to like a nice dinner. He said he might take me out to dinner. You guys are gonna be in PE in sixth period, right?
Yeah. Oh, that
Yeah,
sounds so nice
absolutely.
of him. But, maybe we could hang out just a little bit before.
Yeah,
This
I
is
mean,
our
Or-
plan.
I mean,
yeah, sure.
if you go to the arcade with us, I could bring you to wherever Michael is.
Oh,
on
Michael's
my-
gonna meet me. He's meeting me here.
Oh, okay. There goes my
This-
plan. That's fine.
Sorry, Veronica. I'm sorry. She puts her hand on yours. I'm really sorry. We're still good
It's
friends,
still-
right?
Why are you
Yeah.
apologizing for plans that you've already made?
Well, Michael's, he's gonna come visit me, and then we'll talk. And he starts his job like later in the evening. So I'd like to see him before he leaves. fits for his job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes perfect sense. Can you take your hand off me, please?
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you're not a person who likes to be touched.
I never said that.
Oh, okay. Well, um, anyway, I'm gonna go to class. You guys are in fine art too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, you guys have a great rest of the day. Bye. She gives you the peace sign and she starts walking down the hallway.
Okay, we'll see you there.
I was way creeper up and close.
Yes, she's really out of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why were her hands so clammy?
She didn't touch me. So I don't know. Are her hands clammy?
People are beginning to filter out of the lunchroom.
We should probably go.
Yeah. I feel like we've made this awkward enough for one assembly day.
Okay.
Bring, bring. The bell begins to ring as you realize that fourth period classes are about to start.
Fine.
Okay.
All right.
To fine arts then.
To fine arts you go. I'm going to see if there is an appropriate fine arts classroom. This will be fine. We're going to go with the school classroom environment. Let's see if we can
Sure.
just make that happen. Boom, there's your school classroom.
I
Obviously,
hate
this is
Mondays.
your standard, your standard 90s classroom with your standard less than perfect desks and
Adversity.
complete green chalkboard. I have just realized, by the way, that our modern school system doesn't really have chalkboards anymore. I don't know if you've
They all have whiteboards.
They all
Yeah.
have whiteboards. There's no
Yeah.
more green chalk. Like you can't do the whole scratching on. Thank God for that.
Smartboards.
They have smart
Ugh.
boards. No more green chalkboards with green chalky, scratch. That whole experience is gone.
I mean,
They even have like a slide projector. Look over here.
they do.
They do have a slide projector.
Now, does this sign here change every day?
No,
No, it
It's-
always says I hate Mondays.
it always says I hate Mondays.
Even on Tuesdays?
That's correct.
Especially on Tuesdays. Okay.
It still says
Yeah.
I hate Mondays on Tuesdays. Crazy enough. So I think let's give your art teacher a name. Think of your art teacher in whatever art capacity you would like, whether it be painting or dramatic arts or poetry or whatever you want to call fine art capabilities, to be your bailiwick. So who's your art teacher? Tell me what their name is.
Professor Bailiwicks.
Professor Bailiwick. I love it. I mean, why not?
There we go.
Professor Bailiwick. Yes, a small gnome-like figure walks into the room, stands up on top, and says, "Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fine Arts. I realize that you're all here, hopefully to get a very easily passable course. But let me tell you, the world of fine art is what enriches your soul. Beyond that of your standard English and math and sciences, it is the arts that we live for. It is the arts that we achieve all of these things in humanity in order to appreciate. Art is what is the inner life force of humankind itself. With that, I would like you all to present to me your fine art appreciation homeworks. And each one of you now will, as per the classes, roll for me a check. That check can be either, as per the class, creativity or performance skills.
Oh boy.
Sure.
Remember that the
Now-
DC, because of our wonderful assembly this morning, is a 10.
All right.
I'm in danger.
Oh no. Oh, except for Chris though. Chris's DC lowered by how many?
By
4.
2. Oh, by
So
4.
Pass. Yeah, according to
Yeah.
what you said.
Nicely
before,
done. I
So
really want to know.
I
Get it.
have a flavor thing for why I failed. Absolutely.
Nice.
Okay, so Chris studied art in whatever capacity that he's ready to share with us. I cannot wait to hear what he did. But it looks like, unfortunately, Veronica got a 9,
Yeah, I did.
which is a failure. But
It
Amber
is.
with a 19! Of course. Amber, the consummate artist. And and Samantha, maybe begrudgingly, chooses performance in whatever capacity and got a 16. So let's just go left to right. Let's go with Veronica since you failed. Tell me what you attempted at least.
Well, I imagine, because this was homework, right? I imagine I probably did like a good job because I art. And
Is this
I
like
had-
visual arts or
Yeah,
performance arts?
I made like a diorama
Oh,
kind of
cool.
thing, like of the school, and it looked really good when I brought it to class. But then, sitting in this classroom, looking over, Elijah, and just getting the heebie-jeebies, like there's just something like just throwing me off. So I get up, and I'm bringing it up to the front of the class to show, and I trip, and I just dump it.
Okay.
And I just can't fix it. Like, I just kind of try to pick it, put it just doesn't work.
Now, here's the thing. As reminded to me by our wonderful loot bunny, also known as Kira, that you could use a bond die to help your character pass this course. Or if you wanted to, you could just simply save it for a future class.
I think I'm gonna save it for a future class, just because
Okay.
I've already narrated me destroying my project.
Yeah.
Also, question: don't we all get an inspiration because we attended an?
That's actually a really good point. You do all get inspiration because you attended assembly. Very
That's
good
right.
point.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you for reminding
fair.
me, Megan. That is correct.
I do what I can.
Now, inspiration, is it the way we usually do inspiration, where I have to use it either this session or the next one?
I will say yes. Because we don't
Okay.
want to keep banking our inspirations forever.
Of course. Yeah. I've already narrated, so I'm gonna keep my disaster.
Amazing. Yeah, the class sort of snickers as the diorama falls to pieces. And then as you sort of like come to your senses, like see the absolute devastation wreaked by this unfortunate set of circumstances, Mr. Bailey looks over, he goes, "Oh dear, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, Veronica. I'm sure it would have been really a sight to see. But I'm afraid that although we are inspired by art, we only are inspired by completed pieces of art. And this is most certainly not complete."
Completed. I'm gonna notice my shoe's untied, which is why I tripped. I'm gonna tie my shoe, and I'm gonna sheepishly pick up what I can and go sit back down.
Says, "I'll have to clean that up later." He sort of shoves the great majority of it under his desk and says, "Right, any other pieces of visual art to share with the rest of the class?"
Sam raises. Oh, go ahead.
So mine is 3D, and I sewed a vest that has a patchwork of all of the different clubs and denominations of the school, and I'm gonna donate it to the theater department.
Oh my gosh. Yes, Mr. Bailey looks at you, he says, "Oh, amazing, of course, Amber, my star student." Just like, absolutely astounding. And look, school spirit written all over her vestment here. I mean, folks, take note of this for the future. Really amazing job. Great job, Amber.
Thank you. And when she turns away from him, she just kind of rolls her eyes and sits down.
Such insolence will not be tolerated. No, it suddenly raises a wand. No, I'm kidding. So who's next?
Sam has forgotten about this homework entirely, so she stands up and walks to the front of the class and says, "My fine art is an entire body of work." And she just starts to do backbends, kickovers, backbend, kickover, backbend, kickover, like, but displaying like a flexibility that is relatively unseen in high school, and it just comes up and like strikes a pose of like a famous statue and says, Nike.
Good. That's good.
Okay. Yeah, I think Mr. Bailiwick is kind of like a little stunned by this. He's like, right, well, at least we'll know who to call on for commercial successes within the arts. Am I right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very good job, Samantha. Very, very good. Other students pass in between, of course, showcasing their either immense successes and or blithering idiotic failures, to which Mr. Bailiwick is, of course, more than happy to spout his nonsense. And then finally, Christopher.
As the camera whips real quick and does that classroom sort of speed run, we get to the end of Christopher standing there with the greasy-covered library book copy of Richard II as he says, "Of watery Neptune is now bound in with shame, with inky blots and rotten parchment bonds. That England was wont to conquer others, hath made a shameful conquest of itself. And in this speech, John of Gaunt is lamenting the England that is no longer, much like I really didn't like Batman Forever as much as Batman Returns."
Really?
Woo.
Oh, Kilmer's so hot, though.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Mr. Bailiwick says, well, it's a good thing I'm not a drama teacher. Passable, Christopher, but just by the skin of your teeth.
So you're saying I passed.
I'm saying that was a pass.
High
yes.
five. I find the other sports guy in the room and just sit back.
It's like,
Sit
yeah,
back down
man,
with the
Shakespeare.
loudest high five.
Woo, right on.
I know.
D
this guy-
stands for pass.
Definitely passed with a D. All right. So other students come to present their work the day, or I should say this particular part of the day this class completes. Some of you with successes, some of you lacking the successes, unfortunately. Fourth period completes.
Oh no, I did succeed with the 4 drop.
No, I know. Only Veronica,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
No, I don't think else.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's okay.
The bell rings.
happens.
Bring! You all filter out of the fourth period class into the fifth period class, which is science. Science!
Oh, no.
Hell, science.
Here. And
okay.
I would like you now, all 4 of you, to make another check, which is either medicine or STEM. Remember, the DC is 10.
Okay.
Use my inspiration to re-roll this one.
Okay,
Oh,
then
no, so
you're
you
gonna
don't
use
fail
your
again.
so you don't fail again, Veronica.
I rolled a natural one.
Oh, jeez.
Oof. Oof.
Okay,
That's better.
better.
There you go.
So
Better.
it looks like you all, especially with Veronica using her inspiration, passed. Some with flying colors, some with just okay, not bad. So 12, 15, 18, 16. So all of you pass. So again, science perhaps is a lab. Actually, there shouldn't be a lab. It's very much just it's not a lab today because that has specific rules. But I think it is a it's just a lecture course at this point in time. 11th grade, if I'm not mistaken, is physics. So I think this would be a physics lecture. The 4 of you are actually quite intrigued by your science teacher, who, if I remember correctly, and this is like pulling me back to like a year, maybe plus years ago, 2 years ago, to the science teacher whose name I remember distinctly because he was my physics teacher, and his name was Mr. DeHaas. Mr. DeHaas has a shock of brown hair and massive Coke bottle glasses, and a way about him when he would describe the very elements of the universe around us that made you intrigued enough to not mind the math about it, to understand that all of these various formula and numbers that equated to our the bare bones of how our universe performs and exists, it all sort of made sense. It all just clicked, and it made you very interested in his courses and all of his lectures. He also would have occasionally sort of demonstrations of these particular things within physics. These all sort of concepts, these physics concepts. I think on YouTube there are plenty of professors who sort of showcase like what centrifugal force means versus what centripetal force means, and like how to prevent like an egg. Maybe you guys had this in school. How to prevent an egg from cracking, like how you can actually change like the outside packaging of anything around an egg. You drop it out of a window, does it crack if you drop it out of a third floor window? We actually had that as an assignment. We would partner up with our friends or whatever it is, and we would sort of like design or engineer a thing, just like a container, and wrap it around the egg and then drop it out of the third floor window to see if it would crack or not. So I think in that same vein, Christopher, Amber, Sam, and Veronica, who do you partner with?
Well, we both rolled medicine, Christopher. So do you want to be partners?
Yeah.
And me and Sam both wrote STEM. So.
I love it. There you go.
Yeah.
So, playing Yes and, tell me what your egg carrier looks like.
Ours is a bunch of bubble wrap.
It's just bubble wrap.
It's bubble wrap, but it's also. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, so it's spring, right?
Yes, it is spring.
Okay, so I'm picturing right after Easter, I dig around the classroom. I'm like, wait, one second. And so I go and I find like this giant like egg container, like this plastic egg container that we kind of like fill with bubble wrap in the egg.
Yeah.
And then
And then at the very last minute, Sam finds like just a piece of like plastic that they like make like a little parachute and attach it so that when they throw it over, it like floats gently down.
I love it.
I dig in my bag and I find some thread from like just sewing and like because I have to constantly repair my scarf. So we kind of like make a makeshift parachute out of it.
Cool. Yeah, you throw it out the window, everyone watches, and the parachute releases at the appropriate second, and it just glides down onto the grass outside of the school. And everyone's like, yeah! Sam and Veronica.
Nice stitch work.
Yeah, you high five. Sam gives the devil's horns, and a couple of other people. Their packaging is awful. Some people put this like ridiculous like halo of springs around this tiny little egg thing, and they're like drop it, and all it does is just collapse as soon as it hits the ground. It bounces maybe once, and then you just see eggs spray all over. Yes.
Not like a slinky.
Sam is
Nope,
here
not like a
for
slinky.
the destruction.
Christopher and Amber, what does your egg carriage look like?
I think Christopher has gotten some molding clay and is trying to explain to Amber why if it's shaped like a football, it will travel better.
Yes.
No, it's aerodynamic. I know that word.
But clay isn't aerodynamic. It's kind of heavy.
Fine. Is it about how far it's going or the distance? I don't understand.
It's about making sure gravity doesn't splat.
So if I put these little pieces of clay and it has pointy ends and we throw it, it'll get the spin like a football. Right?
Maybe we can make little football feet and we can attach it to the bottom so we can make a cushion that it lands on.
Well, then we should use the gloves. And I take out of my bag a pair of football gloves for catching it and like cushion the egg in the football gloves. And be like,
okay,
is it like that?
Work at this. Yeah, I have some scrap fabric in my bag, so I can just like sew up like a parachute for the top of it. I think
I can do that.
Amazing.
Yeah, high five.
Yeah.
He's really glad to be doing well in school today.
Yeah, I mean, it's a change for the better, I would say. Christopher, good job. Mr. DeHaas applauds your design work. This is very artistically made. I'm very impressed with this. Who came up with the design between the two? Was it a shared effort?
Amber came up with it.
I thought so. Thank you, Christopher. It's quite all right. I understand. I called.
But you can
yeah.
see his influence.
Oh, for
in the
sure. There's
design.
quite a lot of color. Color to the entirety of it. Very, very impressive. But a great job. He sort of looks at Amber. Both of you.
You did well, Chris.
Thank you.
Maybe 20 or 30 minutes
Too
later.
close to real life.
It really is. I'm sorry. Maybe 20, 30 minutes later, after people have presented their particular either successes or failures, bell rings, bring, bring, and you're on your way to sixth period. That was fifth period. And sixth period is out in the gymnasium. And I think that as you guys all are going to the locker room to change, to get ready for PE, we change our scene from Amber, Christopher, Sam, and Veronica. The camera sort of floats up outside the locker room as you guys are all prepping and stuff like that. And sitting atop the school is a familiar individual looking out at the vast expanse of Frost Peak Academy's grounds. And as the camera sort of turns and faces this individual, we see that it is a very small and very adorable red panda with bright golden eyes and sort of little horns that come out of his head. And as he stretches to his in full reach, he sort of yawns. He goes, "Ah." As he does so, wings pop out of his back, like full-on wings. And I'm going to roll for what this guy sounds like today, guys. Let's roll on the table.
Roll the table.
Here we go.
Roll
I
it.
do have a Kyrix accent roll. Yeah,
Matt.
I'm rolling.
Can
How big is the
Vanessa
table,
roll
Matt?
since she's never seen Kyrix?
Can Vanessa roll on the table?
Yeah, since
Sure.
Vanessa's never met Kyrix.
That's right.
All of us
Vanessa.
have.
That's right. The three of you have experienced the joy and pain of Kyrix. I'm going
lot of
to
pain.
allow, more than happy to allow. So
Never wanted to.
I have 12 accents, some of which are better than others. I'm not going to lie. That you are more than welcome to roll on with a single D12 roll.
Let's see.
A 12.
There we go.
Hold on.
Must strong.
Let me consult the bones.
The bones.
Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. Yep, this is fun.
That's the face. That's what I wanted.
Now, although the accent is different, the intonation and the timbre of the voice is always the same, right? So
Sure.
although he may sound to some degree like, this or that and the other thing, it's Kyrix is always Kyrix. So I think that as we sort of fade out on this individual, almost like a Looney Tunes circle sort of collapsing inward, you see Kyrix sort of come in and look directly at the audience and say, "Hey, folks, just letting you know, these people, they ain't seen nothing yet. You wait till we come back from break. And when we come back, crazy stuff going to happen. Let me tell you that." And that's where we're going to take our break. Folks, we'll be back in about 5 minutes with more Magi-Knights and more Russian Kyrix, I guess it seems.
Thank you for humoring me on this, Matt.
Yes,
Yay.
in Soviet Union, Kyrix disappears you.
Kyrix gets you.
In Soviet Lepis.
Somewhere Emmy and
Milk
Diane
carton
are
disappear.
still
Milk carton
holding
disappear
hands
you.
in the
I love it.
cosmos, just weeping. So.
All right, see you guys in 5 minutes.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Hey, everybody, what's happening? We're back. from a somewhat extended break because there were lots of topics that were being discussed in in the interim. Lots of things. Some of
Straws.
which
Just straws.
some of which I would not mention. I wouldn't.
97.
It's not for
It's
young
not
ears.
after hours yet.
Yep, it's
None of this game is for young ears.
Welcome to Magi-Knights After Dark.
We've already talked about drugs.
We really have. I think that we kind of pierced the veil with Mr. Nacky and all of the pro marijuana speech that you guys were just flinging haphazardly at the walls. The
Everywhere.
I don't know why you're talking.
yeah, exactly. It's fine. It's not like we're looking at this through a modern day lens at all. So, let's move you all to your sixth period. Your sixth period is, of course,
It was oregano.
It was. Oh, and always will be oregano. It is now sixth period. It's time for PE. So let me move you guys to the track, which is just outside of.
Does it have a field though?
It does have a field. There is a track.
So it's track and field.
It is track and field, and these are your track and field stars. Who are
guys.
looking at each other in a somewhat competitive fashion. I'm just gonna say it all that, right? Look at these guys. He's lucky. He's running. She's running. I'm gonna ask the ladies a question. When you are running, would your hair be in such a fashion? Just as general, like, look, that's a lot. Like that seems a lot.
It is up.
Yeah, if you're running like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're running
Yeah.
like this.
Also, Matt, that is absolutely Carmen.
Yeah,
That's Carmen?
it is.
Oh.
Yes.
100%.
So that's Carmen and Justice. Yes, it is Carmen.
See,
Yeah.
Yes.
I played her, right?
Sorry, I could not delete Carmen and Justice out of this wonderful piece of art from the core.
Did we
rulebook.
see them running through the track?
You see the ghosts of Carmen and Justice just like running through the track. You're like,
They're still alive. They're
Mysticism.
fine.
They are still alive.
They just graduated.
They did. Their
They're just
spirits.
getting in some practice.
Their
It's fine.
yes, their
The
spirits
ghosts of
are
Emmy and
always with
Diane
Frost
are in
Peak.
that tree clearing with the stump. Like that's
Is that a
where
gravestone? Oh, actually,
the
that looks like
Ouija
a
board
grave.
after
that-
school.
This looks like
Exactly.
a gravestone in the back.
A gravestone. Jesus, you guys are dark.
That's though.
That's where we bury the other students.
oh, those
Lacey.
milk carton kids right there.
Carrick sits on.
I'm sorry.
He sits on one of the
Best
tombstones.
fertilizer.
He's like, more. No, indeed. There was only that sort of brief glimpse of Kyrix, only by the audience at this point in time.
With a tiny little shovel,
With it,
digging them up.
son of a bitch.
Does he have a vodka bottle?
You are not dead yet, my friends. Drinks. Smashes the bottle on the headstone. No, indeed, it is not that time. It is time only for Veronica, Sam, Amber, and Christopher to go ahead and start our sixth period, which is at the gym. Or actually, well, technically speaking, gym class, PE class, right? Hardcore! Let's go! We're running in place. It's the last period of the day. And the coach, who you know quite well at this point, her name is... here she is. I've got an actual handout for you. For her. Her name is Coach Soul. S-O-L. This is what she looks like.
Aw, nice. She is a football baddie. Look at that.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. She is the PE teacher. Her name is Faith Solitario, but everyone calls her Coach Soul. Coach Soul. She says, "All right, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. I know it's the end of the period, the end of the day, but y'all have to get your butts in shape because I'm seeing some real lagging individuals here in terms of physical fitness. Okay, I want you all to start doing some laps, okay? I want you to keep pace with Smithson. Don't you give me any attitude, Samantha. You hear me? I don't want to hear it, okay? I want you to keep pace with Smithson, and you guys see that she is pointing to a just absolutely strapped marathon runner. This dude is probably like
Oh, come on.
the top runner on the team, right? And probably in the entire grade. And he says, and you will run until I tell you to stop. Do you understand me? I'm sorry, I don't think I can hear you. Do you understand me?
Yes, Coach.
Thank
Let's
you.
roll.
Let's go, ladies. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And she starts clapping her hands. You guys begin to wind your way around the track. So for PE, your check is going to be, I believe it's
Athletics.
I
probably,
believe it's
or-
athletics. Yeah. So let's go ahead and let's see what you get.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Listen, Christopher, if you didn't
That's
pass
right,
this check,
Athletics
there was
or
something wrong.
coordination, right?
Let me double
I
check.
would
I
be
think you're right. I think
disappointed
it
in
might be
myself.
or coordination. Let me check the rule book here.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Ooh, still bad for what I rolled, but I passed.
Good gracious. Amber. Now, Amber, like
She's standing in protest.
She's good with the books, but not at booking it.
fair enough, but I think that there is still the opportunity, and I don't know if this is going to help much, but you have that bond that you could use. I don't think that your bond though with the other
Me.
the other
She's
people
I.
is going to give you what you need to succeed. That's still pretty low, right? That's like a 4.
Right. We have the inspiration point.
You do also
do.
have your inspiration point. That's correct.
Could use it as the last class of the day.
Why
I mean, other
not?
Stuff, but
You're not? Okay. You
I mean,
keep...
I can use my inspiration point. I haven't done that before. How
That's
do
correct.
I do that?
It's just a reroll.
Great. All right, let's try it.
Well,
No.
you got a little better, Amber.
Oh.
Mhm.
Is there a way for me to assist on this roll? In any way?
I think that's what the sort of bond mechanics
I mean-
are for, to enable you to, because of your bond with other Magi-Knights or with other core staff members, to allow you to get a bonus on that particular roll. So I don't
Right.
believe that you
Wait,
can
what
assist.
is your
I could be
what
wrong.
is your fate card? Because doesn't that I think some of them roll higher than a D, and if you roll higher than a D4, then at least you have a chance.
What card? Oh, the
Your
fate
fate
card?
card. Yeah.
That one, yeah, that was Sally LaFleur. And
What do you got?
sorry, I'm looking for it.
No worries, no worries. Take your time. While Amber is attempting to recoup, Christopher, Sam, Veronica, you're chugging along there. The great majority of your classmates are sort of huffing and puffing, but you're keeping pace pretty good. I would say, especially, I was surprisingly Veronica. Like Veronica
I-
coming out
okay,
of nowhere.
There's a reason for this, I imagine, because
Hit
I
me.
spend so I have a part-time job. I deliver pizzas.
Ah,
So
but
as
you
soon
use a
as I
Vespa.
park, but here's the thing though. I still need to run with a bunch of pizzas to the door, get the money, and book it back so I can save time because I am good at my job. So I'm
I see.
imagining I'm running and I put the scarf on. I'm probably not supposed to, but
Okay, I'll keep it. Go ahead.
Trailing behind.
yeah, it's just trailing behind me. I grab the scarf and the goggles I wear.
Yes. The goggles? You're
Yeah,
wearing the
that's-
goggles
Oh,
while you're
absolutely.
running?
I'm
Full
wearing
Snoopy
goggles.
and the Red Baron look.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I get
I
god.
love it. I love it.
Like
Sure.
I
I
think
just
Sam-
I'm out of nowhere and past Christopher.
You do actually pass Christopher, considering your score was a 22 versus his 21. But like, you guys are pretty close by. Like, if I could take the heads off of Justice and Carmen here and replace them with Veronica and Christopher, it would be pretty close, except it would be the other way around because Veronica would be passing Christopher.
The minute she passes me, she sort of dissolves into what looks like a pizza, and I go into the full anime straight arm run, just like trying to catch up.
And I look back and see this, and I start going fast.
Oh my god.
I think Sam sees the two of them and just eyes and give just enough effort to where Coach Soul won't make her do more laps in Dance Squad later. So...
Yes, there is, of course, the after-school classes if you want to, or the clubs that you could take if you wanted to do that after school.
Mm-hmm.
But yes. Okay. Cool. Amber, anything that you can do to help that score at this point in time? The 5?
I don't think so. My court card is the Queen. Sally LaFleur, the fine arts or,
I got you.
drama teacher.
Yeah.
And then I have a bond with Veronica, and I have social points with Sam and Eliza. I need to build some with Chris.
Yeah.
And that's about it. And this is my first time playing a school day, so I don't know what happens if I don't pass the roll.
Well, it's really a matter of at the end of the day, what we do is we take a look at your successes and your failures, and we total them up into a total score of negatives and positives. And from how many positives and negatives, you get a final score at the end of the day. From that, we determine how well you did that day, like what kind of a day it was.
Fair.
And you've got a 2-to-1 happening right now, right?
I mean, I've done well in every other class, and I feel like it's just in character that this
I
is
agree.
not Amber's thing.
I completely get it.
She's just kind of like moving as fast as she can, which is lackadaisically, and she's daydreaming and looking around at everybody. And when she gets the hustle from Coach Soul, she's like, and she like kind of jogs for a second and then slows down.
Okay.
Love
cool.
it.
Cool. Okay, so I think that based on what I'm seeing, Smithson, unfortunately for you, Coach Soul lets Smithson go for a while, being that he's like basically captain of the track team. He's a marathon runner. This is a breeze for him.
Every time he laps Sam, she just goes stuck and continues.
So Sam, this makes the difficulty check for the period actually increase by 3. So rather than it being a 10, the difficulty is a 13.
Well, I'll use my fate card and I get to roll a d4 because Jet, my cat, inspires me from home. So
okay. So what? How does that go?
I
want to know.
Is get a 1.
All you need is a 1.
You get the
all I need is a 1.
The zoomies.
Yes. I think about my cat getting the zoom Jet, and I get a 1, and Sam continues to give like
unbelievable
just enough effort to.
So all you needed was a 1,
trouble.
and all you needed was a 1. All you get is 1. Perfect. Amazing. Okay, so here's what happens. The only person who failed, unfortunately, was Amber. Amber, as you are attempting to just keep up with the majority of the class, you're huffing, you're puffing, you're sweating. This is just not your deal. Unfortunately, you will gain 2 bad things. One is called a stress point, and the second is called an exhaustion point. Both of these work as demerits, so to speak, to certain kinds of checks that you take. Stress demeritizes or penalizes your mental abilities, and exhaustion penalizes your physical abilities. So this is as far as I remember it, 1 point gives I believe it's is it -1 or -2 to the roll?
I think it's -1.
I'll pull it up.
It's -1? Yeah, thank you.
I think it's -1.
1 or
I'm not
0,
100%
you're
sure.
doing okay, but could be better. If you failed 1, that's gain a stress. If you failed 2, gain 2. If you failed 3, gain 2. We only had 3 sessions not the usual 6.
Right. I was talking about the
Yeah.
stress points and the exhaustion points specifically, like how much of a negative penalty that gives to your actual rolls.
-1 is 1 stress point. Oh, I see what you're saying. Sorry.
Yeah. How
It
many?
used to be, hold on, I don't know if this is still current, but it used to be you had to roll a d6 to see if you negated the effect.
Mm,
I'm like mind melding with myself in the
Sure.
past
you
right
are
now.
correct. No. This
yeah.
has been. It's been a while since we've seen
Yeah.
Yeah.
like the effect of stress points and of exhaustion points. So I'd like to see if we can. I'm looking it up. This is like live. Here we go.
We're doing it live.
Doing it live. There are so many like instances of the word stress in this book. This should tell you what kind of a book you're getting into when you buy this book, folks. Just the word stress by itself. There's 281 instances.
There you go.
Yeah. There's 281 instances of the word stress.
I was off by like almost 100. I was going to say 197.
That
but-
includes the distressed condition as well. So I think that's like,
Oh,
maybe
true.
a third of
Okay.
that as well. Here we go. Stress. What is that? It's probably, you know what I should be doing? I should be doing the right thing, which is looking in the index, Matt. Go to the index and check and see what
Quick
the word
reference.
stress, like check your quick reference tables here.
Is stress. Do you have disadvantage on skill and attack actions?
Oh, wow.
Automatically fail. Auto fail
they changed
leadership.
it. Okay.
Mm.
Standard action roll to resist horror on a success condition.
Page
removed. So, yeah.
58 and 126 in the book. I'm going to look up 126. Here we go. All right. So on page 126, it tells you about the effect of stress. The first time that you get a stress point, you do not roll an endurance die. It doesn't seem like there is actually any negative effect with a single point of stress or exhaustion. It's when you get to
Yes.
2 levels of stress or exhaustion that you have to worry about it. You have to roll a 1d6 on your endurance die. If you get a 2 or higher, you don't have to worry about it. 3 at each level of stress and exhaustion, just like our standard D&D, is bad. It's super bad, right? To negate it, you have to roll higher and higher and higher on the endurance die.
Game brain for the
saying-
win.
They're both saying correct in the chat.
Woo! Yeah! I passed the test, guys. Passed
You
the
did
test. Reading is
I
fundamental.
remembered something. Yay!
Amazing.
Yay! It won't happen a lot, folks. Or excuse me, it won't happen a lot.
Thank
folks.
you.
Fair
Get
enough.
the
Don't worry.
accent right. For
That's
God's
the most
sake.
I'm
important
sorry.
part.
God damn it.
Yes.
So Amber unfortunately gets 1 level of stress, 1 level of exhaustion, as she's just
Okay,
trying her
wow.
best.
There might be some stuff we can do about that in free time.
Yeah, indeed. As your marathon comes to an end, you do notice that Coach Soul is speaking with 2 other individuals, one of whom you recognize, one of whom you do not. The person who Coach is speaking to, or at least with, is Eliza Anderson. But Eliza has an individual next to her who, for those of you within this particular proclivity and or like, may find absolutely physically distracting and or stunning. Because although he is wearing a very modest uniform that bespeaks his particular profession, which seems to be perhaps some kind of a custodian of some kind. The dude is jacked. The dude is fucking jacked as hell. He has, as befits him and as spoken to specifically in this adventure, he has a paragon-like physicality. And I'm going to give you a handout of what this dude looks like.
I'm
On
ready.
to you, Matt. Yeah.
Sorry, I may have
I mean, I'm just picturing
I may have blown this
Brock
dude up a
with
little bit
mustache
much.
from Pokemon.
Who, Brock?
Brock with a mustache when he dresses up like other people.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Just washboard abs and fake costumes.
Yes.
Like, why is he dressed like? Why is the janitor hot, Matt? Why is the janitor
The
hot?
janitor's got to be hot, man. Here we go. So this is, he's been spoken about enough. This is Eliza's boyfriend.
Hey,
I called it.
Michael.
It's Brock.
Oh, nice smile.
he
Yeah.
is hot.
Too nice.
Oh, Jesus.
This is-
Maeve's going
this
to
is
kill him.
Justice's older brother.
Maeve's going to kill him,
I don't
guys. He's too nice.
I'm not gonna kill him. I have a Vespa to run him over with.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it wasn't me that killed him. It was
Why,
the Vespa.
why are we killing the hot man? Let's not rush into
Well, if
any
he's muscular
conclusion.
enough, he might
Listen,
not make
okay,
it.
if Matt has taught us anything about the characters he throws at us, if they're hot, they're fucking evil.
Listen, this is not my adventure. I didn't write it, so it's fine. This is up
We
to
still blame you.
Kira and Derek to make hot guys evil. It's fine. Oh, no, he's hot.
Lacey wasn't evil. She was just under the influence.
She was
But
under
we
the
don't know.
influence.
Well,
Drugs are
evil.
bad,
Yeah.
okay? Yeah.
Yeah. Mr.
But
Mr.
like,
Nacky was right.
but just look at where the neck muscles go to like the I see it. I see the vision. He's hot.
Yeah.
Anywho, so this individual is speaking with Coach Soul and with Eliza. And Coach Soul is sort of like speaking to him in a manner that seems to be very sort of congenial, almost mentor-like in a way. You see that the face of this individual kind of looks at Coach Soul, laughs, sort of shrugs his shoulders, sighs, nods again. Eliza puts her head on his vast, muscular, bulbous shoulder, and sighs happily. You are all now done with your ridiculous trial by run, and you are now able to, if you would like, discuss things with these individuals.
Is that other tracks? Is the person who was running still running the jock?
Smithson has
Yeah,
stopped.
Smithson's
He's
still running?
just standing there with his hands on his sides, like, that was a good one, man. That was a good one. Oh, look at my.
I wanna-
He puts his two fingers to his. He's like, yeah, I got a good pulse rate going. Yeah, man, it's good. It's good.
Just
I wanna
go
run
to the
by-
Olympics already. Oh, God.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
He's a
absolutely.
Mutant.
2004 Olympics. I don't even know where they're going to be, but I'm there.
Athens.
Can I-
Athens. Cool.
Yes.
I like Greek stuff.
Oh my God.
I wanna run by him, turn around, run backwards, do finger guns, and then immediately fucking trip. Over the scarf. Over the scarf.
So good.
There she goes by
There
the
she
cranberries plays in
goes.
the background.
There she goes. That was in the
There
90s,
she
right?
goes again.
Yep. Oh, it absolutely
Yeah,
was.
that was definitely 90s. That
Yeah.
was definitely out by 97.
100%. So what do you guys want to do, if anything?
I think Sam is going to wander. Okay. All right. We had a plan, right? Like, we need to go. Amber, you seem to know Eliza best. Do you want to talk to her? Like, and then I volunteered to distract the boyfriend.
Volunteer as trivia.
Just here in the background as you say this, I'm okay.
Good.
Amber's face is like as red as the track.
She just blends in. She's just like,
Clever.
"Psh, don't move. They won't see me if I don't move.
Oh God. Do you need some water? Like, you look.
Do you have some
hold on.
Gatorade?
Yeah, hold on. Gets like goes over to like the little like orange coolers that were on the side of like every high school field, like gets you like the little like cone cup of water, Gatorade, and is all like, here, drink this.
It tastes like chalk. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's
So-
not good.
Thank you. We were going to ask her to hang out with us, but she said that Michael was picking her up and they were going to dinner before his shift starts.
Oh, so what you're saying is we should invite ourselves to dinner.
I mean, we could just like,
No, is that? Oh, that's not what anyone's saying. Okay. Back
I-
to her about everything.
Christopher is watching them all stare at the janitor and
I'm not staring at the
Eliza,
janitor.
and has taken off his shirt and is wiping his brow with it to be
Oh
like, what are
my
you guys talking
God.
about? Absolutely, like, what's going on? Why am I not included? What's going on, guys?
I'm gonna wrap the scarf tightly around my face and I'm gonna turn around and walk away.
It's good. It's good.
Like
The hormones are back,
Right.
everybody.
Woo wee.
perspiring. I don't know. I don't think she's gonna want us to crash her date. Did you want to like tail her instead?
Yeah, we're
This has
super
become
stealthy.
Call of
You'll
Cthulhu.
never know that we're there.
We're gonna tail her. You see, we're gonna get in a car. We're gonna make sure we have a nice stakeout. It's great.
So maybe what we should do is, maybe we should tailor on our date. I don't know. Maybe we should get her to meet up with us after her date, because he's probably got practice. And are you skins today? What's happening here? And and then
Well, she'll
and is
definitely
like,
be free after because the date couldn't be possibly going that well.
Oof.
oh, okay, interesting.
And she said he has to work after.
Right, and I have dance squad, so I mean, I could skip. It's fine.
I'm just chugging Gatorade in the background.
What if they do the first watch while we're at sports, and then we'll do the second watch, and then we
Oh
can
yeah,
tail them
you
at the same
guys.
time.
Yeah, does that work out for you guys?
Sure.
Okay.
But
Yeah, because it's
wait.
like just the start of spring semester.
Mm-hmm.
Are, well, Veronica, what are we supposed to do? We're not just gonna like wait outside the restaurant. That's weird.
Absolutely, do it.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What's going on?
2 straws and a milkshake and a giant menu that you're just speaking over. Best plan ever.
Well, actually, no. This could actually work. Okay, look. Okay, I have a thought. We go to the costume shop and we get costumes, and then we go.
We do.
I mean, I'm sure they won't mind if you borrow them for like a couple hours. So as we bring them back, not looking like they were worn.
Don't look at me. I'm not part of this plan. I'm just the adjudicator of this shit.
I mean, I'm just saying, if we return them exactly as they were and not covered in pizza grease, I'm sure it'll be fine.
She's really stuck on that grease. What did you do?
A lot of grease. A lot of grease.
There's a quick little that anime panel of like a flashback, and you just see he's holding the little book return open with a foot and is just sort of like basketball throwing the book into the thing, bouncing it off the doorway.
Well,
Covered in
eating pizza.
grease. There's a slice of pizza as his bookmark tucked in.
There we go. Perfect. I love it.
It's just the piece of crust. Like you ate the rest of the pizza.
Absolutely. That's how I know
That
which
does
book is
hurt
mine.
Megan's soul.
So
Oh
Michael
God.
continues. I would say at this point, considering the chicanery and the fuck aroundery that you guys are doing,
Don't know what you're talking about.
Michael completes his sort of talk. It seems with Coach Soul. And
He doesn't even go here.
he doesn't. You're right.
I know he's a mystery. Does that make him a bad boy?
Why is he talking to the coach if he doesn't even?
Maybe they know each other.
Coach Soul and this individual shake hands. Coach Soul sort of gives him a little pop on the shoulder, and they laugh.
They definitely know each other.
Eliza sort of giggles alongside and lovingly hugs his flexing bicep, huge and masculine, and then they begin to walk away.
I want to look at Chris, and then I want to look at our friend here. Who has bigger guns? I guess is my
Oh,
question.
jeez, this is a tough one.
What do you want me to roll, Matt?
Something physical, man.
Athletics.
Yeah,
you want
between Michael and
performance or
Christopher.
I would listen. It depends on how you want to do this, right? Because like certain bodybuilders, like they're strong, but they're really more into just showing you their musculature, right?
Are we like full on Armstrong from Full Metal?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
One on.
Performance. It's a
100%.
performance roll.
Let's go.
For
Performance.
sure.
Yeah.
22. Let's
Oh,
go.
Yeah.
shit.
This is what this character was built for.
You know what? I'm not even gonna compete
Michael-
with that. I'm not even gonna compete with
Does
that.
Michael see him in the corner of his eye?
Michael's sort of like,
look over?
yeah, there's like,
Wait.
you know, like that the anime thing where it's like the stress thing on the corner of their temple where it, like the
sweat
veins
bead?
bulge, not the sweat bead, but the veins bulge when they get angry.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
he sees is like
I want to take that Gatorade cooler that the girls were talking around and just
Can I
dump
pour it
in
over his head?
and be like, oh fuck, it's so hot.
Can
It's
I
too
help
warm.
with this action?
And now I'm completely sticky because it was covered in
yeah,
Gatorade.
she had like all the bees, like they're everywhere. Like they're just floating around you. They're like, oh look, a new flower.
I'll see you at practice.
God.
This is behind the gymnasium. Go get it.
So
Eliza,
much muscles.
I'm just gonna
so
put.
little
I'm just
else.
gonna push this plot train forward.
we-
Eliza, Eliza, and this individual, this gentleman, come towards you guys and say. Eliza comes towards Amber and says, "Hey, Amber, how are you? Good to see you again. Boy, that run was really something, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, you feeling okay? You look a little pale.
Oh, I'm good, thanks. We're still like gonna go to the arcade later if you wanted to hang out after your dinner. Where are you guys going?
Oh, yeah." She looks up at the tall, strapping, masculine man next to her, and he sort of nods and smiles. And she says, "I'm so sorry, I haven't introduced you. This is my boyfriend, Michael. Michael, this is my friend, Amber." Michael puts out his meaty, veiny, crepusculary hand towards you. Says, "It is a pleasure to meet you, Amber." He has a
And
very
he's
strong.
French?
It's not a French accent.
Oh
it's,
no, sorry.
it's definitely some kind of an African accent. It's probably something like like Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah. He says, "It's a pleasure to meet you."
Hey, what's up? It's cool of you to visit the school here and see where Eliza is going.
Yes. Eliza is a very gifted individual. Very, very happy to be by her side.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes. Maybe one day. He sort of makes eyes at her, and she blushes immensely, just like the full-on anime blush, cheeks, eyes, everything.
She's gone full hard eyes.
She full hard eyes, 100%.
Yeah.
But that is in our future, of course. Anywho,
Yeah.
we are hoping that maybe one day the fates, the winds of fate, may push us in the same direction. But of course, it is always important to gain. He puts sort of a finger up, almost like the entire audience can see him. He's like, "It is important to gain as much education as you possibly can."
Yeah, for sure. And also, like, your star signs have to align.
I'm sorry, our what?
Like the zodiac.
I do not know what is the zodiac.
Yeah. When's your birthday?
My birthday is in February.
Okay, so do you think like you're an Aquarius?
Do not know what that is. What is an Aquarius?
Did you have a good birthday?
Oh, hello. I am Michael. What is your name? I do like your scarf.
Oh, thanks. I'm Veronica. I just like fix my scarf.
Yes. What is it? What is it made of? He sort of grasps it gingerly. The material. It is very interesting.
I've kind of made it out of a bunch of different stuff. But Amber helped me make it. So
He smiles at you. He doesn't come in too close. He maintains a consistent and a good distance from you. Very, very considerate. He says, "I wish to let you know that the people of my family, they are very skilled in crafts like this, textiles, the artwork. It is extraordinary. I might say that.
Oh, that's it's really cool.
Yes, well, thank you very much. We are about to leave. Am I right?
Did you decide on where you're gonna go eat yet?
Uh, perhaps yes, perhaps no. I will be honest. Uh,
Do
E-
you do you
Eliza, do you
want?
wish to perhaps go into town and do you wish to go home first? Oh, I'm perfectly fine. Whatever you want to do, Michael. I know that your shift starts at 6:30 over at the elementary school. Yes, yes, of course. Does not give us a lot of time, but more than
Did,
happy to do whatever you wish.
did you need a recommendation?
Oh yes, any recommendation that you have for restaurants here in the city, more than happy to take them.
Well, Gold's Grill is really good, and the Seacon restaurant, they're really close to one another. They're so you can have a choice. There's also a juice bar if you just kind of want to juice
A juice bar. Mm.
with a gym. It's a juice bar and a gym.
Oh, I think that we
It's
are done
actually
with
it's
physical activity today.
well, it's actually it's near the elementary school you work at. Cherry Blossom.
Well, we will certainly keep it in mind. Am I right, Eliza? Oh, yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Veronica.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Have I been in earshot of this conversation?
I would say
Having-
yes. I would say yes.
So when he said the thing about winds of fate,
Mhm.
given everything that Amber had told us earlier, I think that Sam is just going to like pull her glasses down on her nose just a little bit to see if she can see if anything is glowing.
Okay. Well, for certain, none of your accoutrement with your soul crystals, which is very
Mhm.
much attuned to spectral outsiders and the like, which would, of course, glow not only within extremely close distance,
Yeah.
but soul crystals will glow within 2 miles of any
Okay.
kind of bullshittery, shall we say, within the spectral outsider mainframes that you see.
Mhm.
But this is not seemingly having any effect on your soul crystal.
Okay, great. So she will continue to stay out of the conversation and just be listening. But yeah, not going to contribute. So
Okay. Do you have any questions for either Eliza or Michael?
Where are you getting there? You taking the bus? You have a car? Do you have a car?
I do not know. Yes, I mean, I do have a car, but it depends on how far away the this restaurant that you have recommended is.
Can you bring back up the map?
Oh, sure, I absolutely can. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go
thank
to
you.
the map. To the map. Hopefully, the record. This is like Google Maps. Like, can't you just say like restaurants near me on Google Maps and just do it like that? That'd be amazing. On Lapis City. Let's see if I can move y'all to the Lapis City meal.
Amazing.
Boop. There we go. Lapis City. Are there any
having too
restaurant?
much fun with this
Are,
panda.
are
I'm
there
gonna have to put him away.
restaurants in the
Well,
nearby
see,
area?
that's why I recommended. Also, Golders Grill is over here.
What's it called?
Golders Grill.
Golders
number 7.
Grill. Ooh, it's right by the
Yeah.
beach. Ooh.
Yeah, and then the Zakahan restaurant. I'm probably butchering that. Is right here. So they're pretty close to one another.
Okay, so that's like in the south area portion.
Yeah.
Right down there.
Yeah, I looked at the references to see what was actually
Yeah, no, absolutely. I love
on there for restaurants that were nearby.
that. Let me just check and see something here. I'm going to open up the legend to see where everything is. The Herbert.
Sorry, I
Oh.
just saw something that I didn't see before.
You
And
saw something that you didn't see before.
well, we haven't revealed our Magi-Knight selves yet.
No,
so,
you have not. Not at all, in fact.
But there's something interesting that I just spotted in
Okay.
the legend that I was like, wait, what? Did not do that on purpose.
Okay. So Golders Grill and the Jazzy's Juice Bar and Gym, which I love. Yeah, so I think that he sort of like thinks about it. He talks to Eliza and he says, "Well, Eliza, if you wish to go that far out of your way, I must of course attend to the elementary school. The elementary school is it is not very near to either of these restaurants. I hope that I can make public transportation in time to return to Cherry Blossom Elementary School." And she says, "I know, Michael. I'm sorry. I guess this is as best we're gonna get." And she sort of looks at the four of you for any other recommendation within the sort of teeming city for restaurant choices. It doesn't have to be these two, by the way. You guys can make up any restaurant you want. It just happens to be that these two restaurants are, in the span of restaurants on the map.
Okay, so the elementary school is number 9.
Correct. Which is right here. So it's pretty far away, right? When you talk about like these two restaurants, he probably would have to go up the street and down over here,
There's
crossover.
Cat Cafe.
Cat Cafe? What did you say?
The Cat Cafe.
Oh my gosh, where is that?
Yes,
Number
it's
what?
number 32. It's Pink Cat's Cat Cafe and Pet Store.
There it is. Pink Cat's
Oh.
Cat Cafe and Pet Store. Goodness. Hold on, wait a second. That's right over here. So all they would have to do is just sort of go straight down this big old street, take a left at the big old like crazy ass giant building, and there it is, right there in the corner.
Yeah, that's way closer than my suggestions.
I love it. And I think Eliza sort of like claps her hands together and she says, "Kitty cats, I love cats. Amazing. Pink Cat Cafe. Oh, how romantic, Michael. And it's right near to where you work." Michael says,
That's-
Yes, Eliza, that is very close." Oh, amazing. Here we go.
Well, that sounds really fun. Maybe you'll meet some really cute kitties.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, if there
So-
is nothing else that you would like to talk to me or my wonderful girlfriend Eliza about, I'll be more than happy to say farewell to you, and perhaps we will see each other soon.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds. Yeah, you should come to the arcade with us with Elijah too.
Well, I will not have time
Sometime.
to go to the arcade
Well,
now, but perhaps
okay.
another time.
Another time. Another time.
For sure.
So Eliza takes Michael by the hand, and with a longing glance back at you and a glinting smile, free of any kind of stress or inhibitions that might be brought on by, say, the disappearance of her younger siblings, she wanders out into the street.
And gets hit by a bus.
Now, wait a second! Jesus Christ, Sam.
This isn't Final Destination.
This is
I was
not that
thinking more
kind of a
Mean
movie.
Girls, but okay.
Wow. Good
Spoiler
God.
alert for Mean Girls.
That's okay. No worries. All right. So you've completed your classes. You've completed your conversation with Eliza and with Michael. It's time to calculate the successes and failures to determine your outcome of the afternoon. After that, you'll have free time. So with that,
Hey.
we can determine, here we go. We can see how well people did. So I think you guys have only had 3 classes.
Yep.
So it's just a matter of, did you guys come out on top or did you guys come out with a little bit less than on top? So here we go. How many of you had 3 successes? Raise your hand. Christopher, you giant dork. Amazing. Sam, amazing. 3 successes. With
Float in
that,
the midline all the way through.
you would, if you had any stress points to remove, be removing 2 stress points. Grats. How many of you came out with 2 successes at the end of the day? Veronica and
18.
Amber. Awesome. You guys get to
Pretty
remove
good.
1 stress point. You're naturally talented.
Yay!
So Amber gets to remove her 1 stress point. She keeps the exhaustion point,
Okay.
unfortunately, but does remove the stress point.
That's better for a caster.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the mental that you have to go through.
And you only have 1 stress, right?
She had 1 stress, but now that is removed, she has 0
None
stress.
stress.
None
Okay,
stress.
just wanted to make sure because there was something I could have done to help if that was more than 1.
Awesome. Okay, it's free time period now, guys. What do you want to
Yay.
do with your free time?
I think I have to go to dance.
You say that with such enthusiasm and vim, like what? Okay.
Is Christopher still running away from bees?
I think he's been running around the whole
Bees,
time.
bees,
Bees, the
bees.
bees. He's just making circles.
He's probably already he's showered off from the Gatorade, but is probably like right back where he started because his part-time job is the scholarship for sports stuff. So he's like already out on the field doing football things.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nice.
So the whole point of free time is obviously to reduce exhaustion and stress, as well as gain social points with your NPCs that you have designated as such, and we can learn about those people, as well as your Magi-Knight buddies. The list of free time activities can be found on page 145 of the core rulebook. But if you guys know what you want to do, other than this list, we can somehow shoehorn those into it as well. So tell me what it is that you guys want to do. It doesn't have to be with each other. It can be completely separate. I hear Sam wants to do dance class. And
Not that
Christopher is
she
going to go and do
wants
football practice.
to.
I get it. I
It's
understand.
That, yeah, it's the first day back of like the semester or whatever. And if she's going to play hooky, it's got to be later. So,
Okay. Dance class. Where is dance class in? It's not in the school because school's closed.
it is.
Oh, it's
No,
like an
it's-
after-school
it's-
club? I got it.
Yeah, it's like she's on like drill team, basically. Not cheerleading.
No,
Not
no.
cheerleading. She's on the dance squad. It's like
I
drill
get it.
team.
I get
So
it.
she still has to go to all of the football, but her pom-poms are mini and she doesn't have to. She wears pants, not the short skirts.
Gotcha.
Like,
Absolutely.
mhm.
No shame in that.
Flag Corps is where she drew the line. She was like, absolutely not. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing baton twirling. No offense to the baton twirlers that I know and love in my life, but it's just not Sam's vibe.
Cool. All right. So that is going to be. Well, I want to get through all of the different declarations of what you want to do before we actually go individually and find out what you do. So Christopher is doing football. Sam is doing dance squad. What about Amber and Veronica?
Did we want to go stalk Michael and Elijah?
We could don costumes, which is a favorite pastime of ours.
Yes.
If they recognize us, that would be very awkward. And Veronica, it seems like she doesn't want to hang out with us. I don't know. She's being so weird.
Veronica's. I dumped charisma, so she's very awkward.
No, you're not weird. Eliza's being weird.
Yes.
Yeah,
Maeve
that's
also
fair.
dumped charisma. No.
Yeah. Well, okay. So what I'm thinking is we take my Vespa to the shop. We get costumes. We bring them back later, and I think to drive their traffic cars. It's awful around this time of the day. But I can kind of duck and weave. It'd be fine. We can get there before them. Figure out what we're gonna wear, and we know where they're going. So
Okay. And maybe if they do recognize us, we could just say that we really wanted to see some cats too.
absolutely.
Okay. Do any
Plus,
of you have like a part-time job?
I
I do.
You do, Christopher? Yeah. It's up
Yeah.
to you whether or not you want part-time job obviously means part-time, right? So it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to do that to get your the day to get your money. Doesn't have to be Wednesday is the day that it happens to be your job. I'm just giving you guys the option, right? There's a job, is of course the hitting up of the arcade, hanging out with a close friend, going on a hot date, which obviously Eliza and Michael are doing, conversing with the Herald. Or just blowing off steam.
Sports is life. It's all of them.
Hell yeah.
That's his excuse. Everything is football practice until later.
Vanessa, if memory serves, there is like a spa one or something like that where you can probably get rid of exhaustion.
Well, so what does this do for
Yes,
us?
rest and relaxation will
Yeah,
remove
there
one
you go.
exhaustion point.
Question.
Mhm.
So, Veronica and Amber have a bond together called Costume Enthusiast. It doesn't. It just is once per sleep phase when your topic comes up at a social encounter during the lunch period, free time, or investigation. But it doesn't tell me what it does. Would that help her to remove potentially?
I mean, I think that could be categorized under any number of different activities. They could be hanging out with a close friend, for example, could be one of them. Which would gain social points with those particular friends. There are other ones like moments of catharsis, where you basically sort of go zen in a place of peace and tranquility, as it says here, either alone or amongst your Magi-Knight buddies. And depending on how well you roll within a purity skill check, you can remove trauma or anything like that. But if you want to specifically remove exhaustion, it looks like rest and relaxation is your best bet, Amber.
Oh, or you could visit a restaurant. You reduce your exhaustion or stress points by one.
I
And
wish if
the
we-
well-fed.
Where's that?
That's
Is that on going on a hot date?
It's
or-
it's on the quick guide.
Oh, there it
page
is. Visit a
12.
restaurant. You're absolutely right. You can go to the mall.
Sorry, I was literally
I
just reading
completely.
through.
You are 100%. I only looked like 2/3 of the way down this exhaustive list of extra
No, I get
activities.
it. I get it.
You can adjust your soul
But if they're
armaments. You can
really
go to
bad
the
at the
mall.
stealth check because of the costumes, is it relaxing?
Oh my god.
I mean, would we be doing a stealth though? Would there be other options?
Performance checks.
Yes, you can visit a restaurant if you would like, and gain the well-fed effect if you indeed want to partake in the food there.
Okay, so since we already decided that we were going to take the first watch, let's just commit to this.
Commit to the bit.
Right? Why not? And it's not my day to work at the wardrobe shop, costume shop, but still get the employee perks. So
Okay.
let's do our best spy games.
Spy
I mean,
games.
it looks like it'd be a pretty easy trip there, because I mean, it's a far distance away, but if we're on the Vespa, it shouldn't take too long.
Yeah.
Because all we have to do is just go south down to here, and then just follow the road all the way over here.
Sure.
So
Sounds fabulous. Scarves blowing in the wind.
exactly.
Okay. So I'm seeing.
That's my best scarf blowing in the wind.
That was impressive, Sam. I'm seeing Amber and Veronica head over to the restaurant here at 32. That's what I'm
I
seeing.
think we're gonna get costumes first.
Oh, you get your costumes first.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that
For
at?
extra.
Where's your costumes
16.
at 60? So you're gonna wow. Okay, so you're gonna go all the way down there, here where the Blinky is thinking, and then Vespa it back to 32, and play the old I'm not looking at you. Why are you looking at me? Kind of game at the restaurant.
I mean,
Right, and we don't
unless
want to arrive at the same time they do.
yeah. I also Amber lives around here somewhere, doesn't she? So could
I
we
do not know.
Yeah.
conceivably go to Amber's home and get costumes there? If you
You guys can do whatever you want. We're not going to be
Yeah.
continuing this particular thing into this.
All right, let's do that.
it-
Yeah, I
we're-
live by
we're-
17.
We are closing up the episode relatively soon, so we're just sort of figuring out plans as to what you guys want to do for your post-school period here.
Also, point of order, it says no matter which activity you
You gain a
every free
social
time
point.
phase, you gain a social point to spend as you
Exactly.
wish with one Magi Knight or NPC that is with you.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. All right. So just do me a favor and type into Roll20 chat so we remember for next time what it is that you guys planned to do, Veronica and Amber. Meaning, we're going to go to number whatever. We're going to get our costumes and head to the restaurant at whatever number. Yeah. Christopher and Sam, you guys are doing physical activity, so let's figure out where those particular things land in regards to the free time activities. Are you going to do things like blow off steam with physical exertion, or it seems like you're doing a club, Sam. So I think that's
Yes.
actually, here we go. And that's on page 148.
Yes.
Yeah. So these are sports clubs, hobby clubs.
Dance club is one of them.
Yeah, dance club is a sports club.
Yeah.
So, okay. So with the sports club, it seems like, as it says here, they are fully endorsed by Frostpeak Academy because they bring profit and prestige to the school. A Magi Knight who is a member of one of these clubs may also select faculty members to gain social points when they participate in a club activity. So do you already have social points with that, the dance club coach?
I don't have it with the coach, but I had said that the dance team captain was named Courtney, and I have social points with her.
Okay. So
Mhm.
super duper. So when you do work in a club, at the end of each club day, as it shows here, you will make a club growth check to see if your club gets any like bigger or more prestigious. So what you want to do is roll a D100.
Okay.
And get a 50 or higher to see if your club grows in size.
All right. D100. Woof.
That's a 44.
44.
Okay.
Yep.
It just means that the club is as stagnant at this point. It's probably still in the burgeoning, nascent a time where it's attempting to get more peers into the time. But totally fine. You're able to get a social point with whomever you would like, and although it doesn't have any effect on stress or exhaustion, you're good there anyway. So
Yeah.
cool.
All right. I'll probably just give it to. Wait. Being weird. I will, since it has to be someone that I'm with, I'll give it to my dance captain, Courtney.
Now, I have a question because it says here for sports clubs, you can decide how active you are within your club. And I think this actually would probably go for both you and for Christopher. Since technically speaking, you're both doing things after school that are related to your physical activities. So although the football team isn't going to sort of like grow in size in terms of its club strength, you can determine how hardcore you want to go within your club. And it says if you want to go with either take it easy, which is like the lowest level of support that you can give. You're like, I'm not in the mood for this today. Boisterous support, rah rah sis boom bah, moderate participation, or full throttle.
I think Sam would be moderate today.
Okay.
Just everything's just been like hugging the midline today. Just being like,
cool.
I gotta save all of that.
If that's the case, that would actually add 10 to the 44 that you rolled, which would make it a 54.
Hey.
Which would actually allow your club to grow a bit. The club may be, in fact, discussed more favorably among the student body. Ooh, did you hear about the dance team? Yeah, they're really getting somewhere. I wonder what kind of cool stuff they're going to do on the field next week. Did you hear about that Samantha? Maybe she's going to do that super duper like thing that she did in science class or arts class where she flipped and kicked and did all that kind of crazy ass athletic acrobatic stuff. I don't know. It sounds pretty good to me.
Well, there you go. Something to look forward to.
I'm looking forward to it already. Christopher, what about your attitude towards this activity that you're doing?
I feel like he would go full throttle in sports because I want to see
Hell
what
yeah.
starting a singular session 1-day campaign with exhaustion points does to
That
my
is
stomach.
exactly right. So
Let's
go.
you just give it your all during the day, or actually during this time period where you're just like, come out of it. You pull the helmet off your head. You're sweating. You've got an exhaustion point, but
Great.
you
Oh,
have
no.
a different resource that the other folks don't have, which is called a
Dungeon Herald, what's a club point?
it's a club tally.
Club tally.
Once you accumulate 8 club tallies, your sports team and or club and or whatever experiences what's called a resounding growth. You will hear other students bring up your club in conversations, or the school may make an announcement about something great that your group achieved. When that occurs, you get to choose 3 different NPCs and immediately gain 2 social points with them.
Well, if I would have known that Christopher was going to do this, then maybe I would have made a different decision. But
Now, did he take
I
like a
got
long shower
Nothing to
before his?
lose and no points to think twice about.
Nah,
with
he's
my
going to
info.
come back all stinky binky. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
I actually really like the idea that she's just like pouting in the corner and he is like, I'm not even fucking working tonight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
she's just
So-
pulled the hood like further down and is like really trying to become one with the Darth Maul within herself. No,
He doesn't
there is no
exist
He
yet.
doesn't exist
Can't
yet.
be
He
Darth
He's
doesn't
only in
Maul.
George
exist yet,
Lucas's
I'm
mind.
sorry. Yes.
Pat, how well did Christopher shower before he did this? Because you covered yourself with Gatorade.
Yeah, no, he absolutely disappeared and showered. I did the
Scrubbed
full
his
Brock
pits and his
runoff.
balls.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. You guys all start to do your various activities. The sun begins to set on our wondrous, beautiful Lapis City. And as you all individually, we sort of see a slow fade between Sam kicking in slow motion, sort of like just barely putting enough effort into it that it's that none of the other people in dance team look at her like, ugh, who are you? We see Christopher just throwing the ball with all his might, sweat beating off his brow, taking off his helmet, shaking his golden hair. We see Amber and Veronica. Veronica driving her Vespa. Amber directly behind her, trying to push the scarf out of her face as it whips behind her, unfortunately. Driving down a street towards the costume shop. And above it all, we see Kyrix, who's looking down at these 4 individuals. And those of you who have seen Magi-Knights before may see Kyrix as sort of a sprightly, jolly fellow with maybe a little bit of mischief in his heart. But that he does very much care deeply for the people that he has anointed as Magi-Knights, if only for the reason that they are the only things holding back the spectral outsiders and the invading evil. For he himself knows that he cannot directly intervene. And maybe it is that reason that as we focus in on Kyrix, that he has a look on his face that none of you have seen before, which is a look of deep and resounding concern. As he folds his wings behind him, sitting almost like a gargoyle of old atop one of the buildings in Lapis City. His eyes scan the horizon as the sun begins to set. And then he closes his eyes. And on all 4 of you, wherever you are, your soul crystals begin to glow.
Shit.
And that is where we're going to stop for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure to bring ourselves back to Magi-Knights Awakening, the first session of who knows how many. Bastion of the Blighted Beldam. It's been fun, guys. Just bringing ourselves back into this world, and more fun to come. Thank you guys all in chat, and of course those of you in YouTube, for hanging out with us and playing and watching us have some more fun with this wonderful world and wonderful game system. Thank you, of course, as well. Although I think they have gone to bed, wisely so, to Kira and Derek, the creators of Magi-Knights Awakening, in its just absolute wonder and awe. I love the system so very much, and so do all of our folks here. Vanessa, this is your first time playing it. What did you think?
Yes, it's so much fun. Yeah, I think it's really interesting how you have the two different like sheets, but also like the different modes of the day. So yeah, it was really cool, like kind of threading together how we know who the problem might be, and then like how are we gonna tackle it.
Exactly.
So I look forward to it.
Awesome. You folks have all had the time to say stuff about yourselves. I'm going to say stuff about ourselves and our channel, which I absolutely adore. I'm super happy with telling y'all about what we're doing in the rest of the month. Not a whole lot except for Ravenloft tomorrow, but we've got March coming up. March's got a lot of cool freaking things in store for y'all, and I can't wait to promote them.
Ravenloft?
Can I ask for a small spoiler? Is tomorrow when Ravenloft pops off in that we might be playing more than one character?
I will neither confirm nor deny the presence of multiple characters being used by multiple players. Suffice it to say, I will certainly let you know with enough time. So take it as you will.
I'm already doing that.
Yes, I know. Well, you are a special case, Maeve. But yes, we've got Ravenloft technically tonight, because we have passed the Rubicon of the midnight mark, right? Exactly. And then more Ravenloft obviously throughout March, and then I think we may have a couple of streams that are up in the air. I'm going to see if we can confirm them by a week or so from now. We may have Blade Runner coming back in the middle of March as well, and then Alien RPG to round ourselves off at the end of the month of March. So that's it, folks. We're ready to say goodnight. Thank you all for being part of our channel. Thank you all for being part of our audience. Check out our Discord and come hang out with us. Interact with our amazing players and game masters. And that's it. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for being part. And remember, take care of each other. But don't forget to take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a good night. Bye-bye.